Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's a Monday, and we are kicking off the Wrestling Week with a little bit of WWE Raw here at the Wrestling for Life Network. It's going to be a fun one. We got lots to talk about, lots to get into, and a whole bunch of things to break down. We will be here for all the action, and we will be your reaction tonight. So make sure you strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, click all the buttons. Let's blow this one up. And let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you WWE Raw tonight. We are the channel that continues to bring you more live wrestling than anybody else out there. And we got tons coming your way. Stay tuned. Lots of programming, news, and notes happening all at once. So make sure you're here for that. We got big pay-per-views, big PLEs, and everything in between. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. You kicked off your wrestling week right, and you came to the right place as we got all of it tonight. We got so much to unpack. Me and that pretty face got you for the next couple hours as we break it all down. It's going to be interesting, and we got a lot of question marks to figure out. Before we get there, I will remind you, I am Mr. Evernight KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick, and we want Kross. We want Kross. We want Kross.
Will they do it? Will they man up?
Trending social media hashtag worldwide. My God.
Worldwide.
Yeah, we need Titus O'Neil to pop out worldwide, but
right. Yeah. Over 500,000 people have watched his video, his documentary that he put out yesterday. That's crazy numbers. A lot of people paying attention. Like you said, number one trend worldwide. Kross and Scarlett, as the story goes right now, they are no longer a part of the WWE, and it feels a little tumultuous.
A wee bit, and I feel very uncertain of whether it's what to believe. I think our truth poisoned the well a little bit of you believe that there's always a chance that they could be pulling the wool over your eyes. Now, granted, depends on how much you think our truth was legit or not. But with this, they've got already shirts up out on Pro Wrestling Tees, but I mentioned in our group chat of, is it weird that there wasn't a lot of outpour from the locker room about, so sad to see you go. I wish it could have stayed. There's one side of this that feels like it's super true, and they're already putting out, tweets about accepting bookings and how they've already been flooded with them, which makes sense. They're the top stars right now in pro wrestling.
Yeah.
But there's part of this that you kind of, I don't know, it's just hope or think or want that this is all a work, that they're all pulling the wool over our eyes, and we're going to see them tonight even.
It's so hard to say. Truly, no matter what the outcome of this is, and I think I said this earlier today, but no matter what the outcome is, this is amazing stuff. This is incredibly well done, incredibly well presented. It's strong. It looks good. It's got such a vibe to it where you really feel like you get to know who Kross is. So if it's a work and he's on his way back in or he never left, great. That's awesome. There's certain things, and you already kind of touched on the idea of we're not quite sure, but ultimately, and if he's moving on, again, he's the number one. Everybody in the world's going to want to book Karrion Kross and Scarlett at this point right now. I'm sure other companies are going to want to offer them contracts, and even that's a sticky situation, not a slam dunk like people think it is. No. Plus, the fan base can't even agree on whether or not it would be a good thing, which is hilarious to me. But I mean, like you said, there's certain things like, they opened their Pro Wrestling Tees back up, but they're currently still on the WWE merch page. They're moved to the alumni section in the WWE very quickly. There was rumors of maybe their contract was up, and next thing we knew, in a blink of an eye, it was, by the way, this weekend. They're like, oh shit. Like the way the news traveled and changed, and some of the stuff, like, is he just so candid, Nick, that it's like this, it feels too real to be true?
Well, a little bit, and I think that also just plays to how genuine he is as a person. Like, if you watch that video, that documentary, that little mini doc that he put out last night, that was all the way from about a week or so before SummerSlam, straight through to like the day before his contract was up. And to see him and hear him talk about everything and to mention some of the stuff that he was getting told to ignore them cheering him, that he might have gotten heat backstage because of the Good Soldier promo. He had to make sure that he clarified to everybody that was a work and I wasn't talking about Paul or anything.
Yeah.
And then him walking through the parking garage to get to his vehicle, leaving the show, and a sea of people chanting "We want Kross" and people holding up their babies. He got heat because he acknowledged the fans, because he's a bad guy.
Yeah, that's where I mean, like, I don't know. Like, again, he seems so loyal. He also talks about the grass being like, doesn't care if the grass is greener on the other side.
Water your own grass, get some
fertilizer.
fertilizer.
Water your own grass, you put in your own effort. Yeah, I mean, again, it's crazy how this is all going to play out, but I think it's up in the air, and that's a kudos to everybody. I really hope it's a work. Maybe that's wishful thinking. I think there's an opportunity here where you can run amok. And I don't even think, I think, you know, the righteous are still in the fold. They've been brought up. They've been mentioned. They've been talked about. They've made comments. I think Dutch was the one who went out and said, this is all true and there will be more to come. Like,
yeah, because he talked about how the Wyatts, how Wyndham wanted to have them, the Kross and the Righteous, paired together and be on a separate show, almost be an entirely separate entity to the Wyatt Six.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, again, how heartbreaking you know, it was sad enough of how everything played out, but this was one of the things I remember I popped huge when we saw Vince and Dutch on NXT sitting in the crowd. We're like, this is going to be epic. Let's go. And we saw the writing on the wall. We could read the tea leaves that they were going to head towards, you know, Bray and possibly something there. And unfortunately, we will never know. We'll never find out. We'll never see it. But I think there's opportunity here. Again, what is the grounds? Like, I saw one person go like, Kross isn't that good. He's 39. Who cares? But what a groundswell. Like, I can't imagine, even if they were thinking of letting him go, are they now in a position of like, this is so big, what do you do?
That's the thing. And Karrion Kross and Scarlett have handled this, have caught lightning in a bottle. They have made themselves the most interesting pro wrestler in pro wrestling right now. They have caught lightning in a bottle. They're making people talk about them. Yeah. Whether you like them or not, you have to talk about them.
All my feed is.
Right. And they, whether this is a work or a shoot, they come out of this amazingly. They are either the top star independently in pro wrestling, or they're instantly one of the top people in WWE. Right. WWE, this is a huge fucking public fail, I think, if you fumble this and you let this guy heat up to the point of he's this over to where we're worried they might hijack the show. This is CM Punkish levels.
Yeah, this will be a good example of, and I said this to you before the show, Nick, the IWC, the internet fan base out there, this tonight will be a very good example of whether or not they have the pull they think they do. If it's just all cheers and no mention of Kross or a smattering of "we want Kross" once in a while during a match, it's not quite going to have the feel. I want to see this actually happen. I want to see the fucking building shake. I want them to boo every human being that's not Kross and scream "we want Kross" for 2 straight hours. I want them to completely stand on business. I want them to stand on their word. I want people in the chat that can hear me right now to keep tweeting it, keep putting it out there, put it on your Instagram, put it on your YouTube page, put it wherever. Stand on business. Don't just let it look what happened with our truth. We want truth. We want truth. I'm back. I'm gone. Ooh, like, no, make this matter. And again, it only becomes a fumble if Karrion can continue the momentum. And if he does leave, he's got to land somewhere that shows that they fucked up. But if he just fizzles out into the dark of the night, they'll feel justified.
I don't know if he will. Like I said, you brought it up, of it's very much dependent on if this "we want Kross" movement, it seems like it's very much the vocal majority. We just need to have that proven that it's not the vocal minority, like you said, of go hell for leather with it, of, you know, scream till your lungs give out. Are you Good. Am I okay? Am I glitching or something? You giving me the sign?
No, sorry. YouTube's doing YouTube things, and it threw me off. But keep going.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But no, I do think that they're trying to nerf the whole crowd reaction with starting the show off with CM Punk. Is he a guy that's either going to be able to quench it out, to kind of feng shui it a little bit and move away and not let it take over? Or is he a guy that might stoke the flames?
Well, he tweeted out like we want Kross. He put it out. I instantly jumped on that and put it out. That player coach out there he wants Kross, and we've seen others like Gigi Dolan, other people from around. Now you did point out there's not a crazy groundswell like we saw with others like R-Truth of this. The people within the company. It's very quiet. So either they're happy he's going or he's not really going. We'll find out with that, but. I think that Punk is a good guy to push out there because he's going to bring all the smiles. Everyone's going to be Punk crazy. I think there's an opportunity at any point during the show tonight that the lights flicker, the lights go out, Kross just shows up. Maybe they don't do any production value. He does it strictly outsiders vibe. And maybe it is him, Dutch, and Vince. And he's furious and they continue to roll this. But I don't know. How long will they stretch it out? How long will they tease anything? It's cool shit.
100% is the most captivating thing in pro wrestling right now. And I will give credit to, I think it was Bully who I saw mention this idea. So I've got to give him credit. Would you have them do it? You mentioned the outsiders type of thing. Would you have them do it to where he shows up? He's there. You don't show him on TV. You have fans tweeting out. Like it's like when Kevin Owens pile drived, Cody or attacked him by the bus and everything. It's all tweets. It's all social media. You lean into, like he mentioned, of the positive, outcry from social media. Social media can be very negative, but there's also a lot of people that you can get a lot of positive out of it.
Yeah, again, I think there's an opportunity to play that game. Kind of like what Brooks Jensen did for a little bit, where, you weren't sure. Like people were literally like, they're going too far. Like that's how good that was. Now people need to lighten up because we got to believe this shit. But I think it'd be really cool if you had that outsiders vibe of, this guy, this disgruntled employee that won't go away. I don't want to sign with another company. I deserve to be here. I work to be here. How dare you fire me? And just keep fucking up their shit. Whether it's, he breaks into the production truck and starts fucking with switches. Maybe he lawn darts Rey Mysterio off the side of a truck.
He does Moxley better than Moxley?
Right. He does Moxley better than Moxley. Steal the world championship. Run away with it. Like, whatever it is. I don't give a shit. Cause chaos. Be that proponent of chaos that you say you are. And I think there's nothing but money here. And realistically, if it can melt into on screen, you have an opportunity. Heyman said it, but it's like that Stone Cold vibe of all of a sudden this guy's being held down, and we all want it. Like it makes him such a big baby face, but that badass anti-authority baby face we haven't seen in a long time, if done right.
Yeah, do you have to move him babyface at this point? And I know we'll say hi to people.
I think you should.
10 minutes, fair enough. Oh, I thought you were saying about saying hi to the people, but yes. At this point, how can you make him a heel unless he's like the cool he's that Austin-ish. Austin was halfway an anti-authority heel, but halfway a common man babyface.
Well, ultimately, Stone Cold becomes one of the biggest baby faces of all time, still acting like an asshole, but his counterpart was Vince. So if they can find a way to make the company the counterpart, I don't know if Triple H has the chops in him at this point or the ability, but maybe Pierce kind of echoing, that holding him down. Sorry, we don't book you. Sorry, you don't work here. Yeah, you do have a really good chance of doing something kind of crazy with the guy. We'll see. I was a big fan of Kross. I've been a big fan of Kross. I was pumped when they brought him back. We were live when it happened, and it's just never amounted to anything of substance. So either book him like shit or get off the pot. They put it simply. We're about to do the same.
Right. But it's been so stop and start and everything. And now at this point, it has to be, and last thing, of the crowd tonight has to be so loud that it is undeniable.
Yeah. No, is that Brock? None of that shit.
Yeah. But do you think that they're doing shit when it's that obvious is leaning into this.
But
That's one of those that kind of makes you think that's a work.
I so thought that was funny. Now that definitely could have added to the work, but genuinely, I think someone else behind Triple H, if you go back and watch that clip, says, "Oh, they got him," and I think Triple H misheard them. I really do think he misheard them, but people don't believe that. So, again, he's never really been blatantly kind of funny unless that plays in the storyline, like, and they included it and it was part of that documentary. That's the last thing I'm going to say is, I find it very interesting, and you and I doing YouTube, as long as we've done it now, they used a lot of WWE content in various degrees, and generally that shit gets flagged pretty quick, and they don't want that up on YouTube. That now has 500,000 hits. Whether it got flagged or not, I don't know, but usually you're going to need a little bit of clearance to start using their footage, right? So that's another little
different when you made it currently as an employee.
Yeah, I mean that becomes the question, right? If they're okay and approve of you including clips of their shit in a documentary, fine. But if they've let you go and they don't want you to do that, well, then that should have been taken down probably by, like, they're pretty quick at it, right? So it's a bit of, like you said, they open pro wrestling tees, but they're still on the merch. Like, there's things that definitely say it's a work, and there's things that definitely say it's not a work. So anyone out there right now that's like, we know you're full of shit. You're full of shit.
You got 50-50 odds. You're not Nostradamus. You're just taking a 50-50 shot. You're either right or wrong.
So we'll see. And I love, a lot of the dirt sheets have like planted their flag. So we're going to see where the dust settles on this one. But Zach's first one in the chat tonight. Welcome back, sir. J1. So in the chat, the names have changed thanks to YouTube. It's something that caught my attention. I don't know what's happening, folks, so I'll leave that to you. TKO, you and I watch UFC, you and I watch wrestling. Again, a whole lot of billions coming their way.
Billions of dollars.
Just raking it.
And it's interesting that UFC on ESPN, WWE goes to ESPN, UFC moves off of ESPN, goes to Paramount for $7.5 billion, and is essentially the pay-per-view model dead right now in pro wrestling. Independents and AEW are the only people, well, TNA are the only people that do pay-per-views.
Nobody wants pay-per-view. I find it annoying with AEW. I find it, and again, we still do it, so it's not that nitpicky, folks, but I think in this day and age, like, WWE has made it so easy to get all their shows on Netflix. Perfect, beautiful, internationally. Now, if you go to a place like Peacock, if they still have the net, like, to me, make it convenient and make it super convenient. That idea, and I know when the people were outraged about how could they charge this much money, the idea that I'm going to pay 10, I'm going to pay for 10 pay-per-views from AEW at $50 a pop, whether I like the pay-per-view or not, that doesn't sit great with me. And somebody said, well, you can be selective. Yeah, but if I'm a real fan, I'm paying for all of them. That's $500. So you
just enjoy all the wrestling, KJ. Just enjoy all the wrestling.
Right. Like, it's a little hard to fucking split that atom, but at the end of it all, I mean, TKO's in the business of making money. I do feel like it might be a little bit of a shell game of like, all right, we'll move this money here. like, follow the hands. But again, it moving to Paramount Plus as a fight fan, this is handy. It's easy. It's one simple little thing. We know the UFC pay-per-views have gone up to like $70-$80, and they know, Nick, sorry, but even the fans, we covered UFC. We've done it before. We'll do it again, but we don't want to pay $80. We don't want to pay $80 for your hopefully a good card, but it could be garbage. It's a real fucking coin toss.
Boxing had that issue even still. UFC is very much ran into that, especially now when you don't. I'll respectfully say you don't have anywhere near as much star power as you used to have.
No,
and even then, it was still you and your couple of buddies all get together. You split a pot of, you buy the pay-per-view, you buy some pizza, you buy a case of beer, what have you, a bottle of liquor, your vitamins, and you watch the show all together. No one's out there buying straight up just $80-$90 a pay-per-view monthly.
You're asking too much. And I mean, once upon a time when it was the hottest ticket out there and there was 5 or 6 or 7 a year. Yeah. Then when you started jacking it up, one a month plus to put it all in one place, I think it's good for business. But Eric's in the house. Happy Naomi and EO tonight. Well, I'm sorry, bud, but the rumor has come out. The news has come out. Naomi was supposed to take on
Io,
Io, and she is not medically cleared. I was unaware that she needed clearance.
Yeah, well, it came completely out of the blue. I first saw it a little bit when we were getting before ready for the stream and everything. I was like, hold on, is that just some dirt sheet bullshit and everything?
Right.
No, it was actually from WWE that it came out of. She is not medically cleared. We don't know why she's not medically cleared.
I don't.
No, anyone else want to let us know? Fact checkers, if you got the Google machines working, let us know. But I saw nothing.
Yeah, I have no idea. So, but good to see you, Eric Green, Gene Tokerlin, back at it again. Would never be anything but a mid-card guy in WWE, and they will never give him the title. I'm glad he parted ways. Lost me at the end there, big guy. But him parting ways with, I mean, for the people that don't think he's anything more than what he is now, is it just better to part ways and figure it out?
Well, I think out of that comment, it was more of WWE's not going to view him as a top guy or push him truly as a top guy, because they've had 2 strikes to do it. Vince fucked it up the first time, and Hunter had another swing at it and fucked it up again. So how many strikes do you keep taking at the pinata before it's broken? So him going away right now might be the best thing. I mean, if he's truly leaving, he is leaving at the hottest he has ever been in his career outside of when he first showed up in NXT.
Yeah. And the blanket statement of, the WWE's all Nazis. Let's be realistic, guys. Don't make silly comments like that. It makes your smart comments seem not so smart after all. Sorry I missed Friday. My monitor went poof. Well, good to have you back, Ken. Hope you're doing well. Clay, welcome back. Peddler, how you doing? It's just stretching everybody's name out. That's really weird.
Well, I saw some people that were like, how come this is happening to my name? We don't know, folks. YouTube just be YouTube. And it's the same thing with like the top chatters. YouTube just be YouTubing.
Yeah, it just does things. It doesn't, tells us after the fact. What's up, Ken Anthony? Josh's back with us. Good to see Alexis, welcome back. It definitely makes this harder to read. Matt, welcome back. Good to see you. MDB in the house, the Knee-Pad Patrol, welcome back. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend, by the way, as we got tons of content coming your way. We were happy to get a couple days off to catch our breath. Sean, welcome back. Good to see you. Let's go. Scarlett and Kross is gone. That's the word. That's the rumor. We'll see. Jose, what do we want? Kross. Safid, I believe this is Sajo.
Yes, right. Safid.
That's definitely Safid. Jose, got you. I don't know. Are people able to change their name back? That's crazy. Marvin's with us. Ronan, Larry, how you doing, Larry? Vance, welcome back. Boston, always a pleasure, sir. As I do know some wrestling is heading to your neck of the woods, so hopefully you're ready for that. Anthony, we got you. Vance, we got you. Zach. Christopher, how you doing, sir? All the flames, feeling the vibe. Let's go. Love the chances. We got about 2 minutes before the start of the show. Remember, be a friend, tell a friend. We want to get these chats up to 200, and we are grinding towards our next milestone. Bradley, welcome back. Good to see ya. Let's go. Matt, let's go. Boston, you should make a Karrion Kross world title, like a legit one, and see if we can get his attention with it. Poor Karrion Kross. Let's go.
Well, and Matt, I think it was one of the comments you clicked on earlier. You don't have to go back to it, but about even the Kelvin Sullivan voicemail that he had. Seemed like he kind of had a lot of this stuff knowing down the road, because even in that documentary, he said, I tried to renegotiate back in January.
Yeah, that's the details. And I think because no matter what the actual story is, we don't know enough. Like, we don't have all the details either way to kind of put it all together. Of like you said, they seem very well organized for something that just happened. They seem like they had a lot of ducks in the row.
I mean, if that's just that on them, then they're amazing. Then you've got all the tools and packages. There's no fail option for Karrion here.
And it coincides with the book release. It coincides with this documentary. They're already making the documentary. So, again, it all just kind of those are some of the things where you're like, But again, I think that's what you and I have talked about when a lot of people are freaking out about kayfabe. There's a real good way to do it in this day and age where, we might figure some stuff out, but you can kind of keep us guessing. Chris, good to see you.
Yeah, well, again, I like when wrestling, it's normally just got me doing this shit, but this got me over here doing this shit.
Right. Klaatu, welcome back. OG Dale's in the house. Larry, we got you. Safet, see ya. Zach, we already got you, buddy. Byron's back with us. Paul's with us tonight. The Carpenter back at it again.
I
Cooper
see
over on Twitch. Chris.
No, I'm just reading off names. I see
okay.
DW Hurd. I see Spaz has a super chat. We'll probably get to that once the show starts here because it should be syncing up any second now. Disney Plus and Hulu are merging. That's another story that's emerging. But I have the Netflix logo about to pop up. So you can dial in at home, folks. Then. All right, I will hold up it now.
Brown cow. Now.
There we go.
Let's go, folks. We're going live.
Forever.
Nice. TKO is seriously investing billions of dollars. They're just raking in billions of dollars, and their stock is going up and up and up and up.
Which makes... I don't know, I got the big W logo, but that makes something like this, when this is a license to print money, essentially. You're getting rid of a guy that was your top merch mover, if not top 3 merch movers for weeks, to where the fans begged so much for it that you had to put it in arenas, and you're going to just let him walk.
Again, is that the byproduct of, that's fine. We don't need him. We're doing fine without him. But that merch thing, what about the sentiment that it'll wear off? This won't last.
But it didn't. It didn't until Brock showed up.
Fair enough. Killer Kross coming. Karrion is dead. We'll see. Now, keep in mind, a lot of people were talking about the AEW fans that don't think Karrion Kross will help their company clearly aren't paying attention to wrestling and don't get wrestling. Because the idea that Karrion Kross can't help improve AEW is asinine to me. In addition to that, though, you got to remember there's some backstage stuff that would highly prevent Karrion and Scarlett from going there. It would almost feel like if they were going to go to another company, TNA is a more viable landing spot because of certain people.
Long story short, Don Callis works in AEW. Ain't no goddamn way after the accusations that have been made, just saying allegedly, that Kross and Scarlett are going to go and turn around and work in the same company with Don Callis that has already showed that it does not have the greatest control on its locker room, its staff, or anything.
Yeah, it's a funny caveat. Is like that's a place that's a bit wild, wild west.
Jim West, Tony West, Desperado.
Like if Punk was running around making people nervous, what do you think Kross would be like in a bad mood?
How many baseball bats have you seen him break? I've seen him break at least like 3 at one time. That's 3 Jacksons. That's 3 EVPs right there. That's Tony and the EVPs.
Right. As we go back to SummerSlam, by the way, and now we're going back to last week on Raw, where basically the Vision, the Oracle, all of the...
They are the Vision now.
The absolute power. We're going back to last week where...
Yeah, they did say that, right? And they retconned it.
I thought they said absolute power.
They did, and then they retconned it to the Vision. It's like, no, you called yourself something else, and then you realize, oh, that might be a little shit.
Right. If Kross goes to AEW, jobbing out, that's the other problem is I have no faith. Like people that think that Kross is just going to walk in and take on Adam Page, I have my doubts. Ask Josh Alexander how that booking goes.
Right. Do we get Karrion Americano?
Right. Let's go.
Well, I did mention Spaz with a $10 super chat. Just so you know, I'm loyal. Last Friday, after surviving hot, sweaty Toronto, hot, sweaty Union Station, hot, sweaty Scotiabank Arena, fully of LP fans, Linkin Park, for those who don't know, with no voice. I was watching SmackDown at ass o'clock with the boys. There you go.
You do, bro. Love hearing it. Love hearing it. Hope the show was good. Province of Quebec, Canada.
We're really relying on Canada to fucking show up and show out here for Kross tonight.
Right. We're in Quebec, and I saw something today that, like, we got Paris coming up, and I saw some twit on the internet running her mouth about how, can you believe they're using Starry Night? It's done by Van Gogh, who's Dutch, but it was, and he painted it in the south of France. That's not Paris. Like, clearly they don't even care. And then the simps, the dudes who are just like, if I keep agreeing with her, she'll eventually touch me. No, it's never going to happen, simps. It's like when Natty goes to Canada and they say home field as we get punked.
See, that's not exactly what I saw. To me, it makes sense because I'm not illiterate with why they use Starry Night and all that. It's just a cool fucking visual. What threw me off is they used 35th, like it was 31 TH, not 31st. So that was like somebody fucked up there. That's AI, because no, it's 31st, not 35th. I can't even say it. First, right? Mike Tyson.
But yeah, just silly shit. Like, we're nitpicking the posters, and even I said, like, the SummerSlam one, the graphics, and I'm a graphics nut, so I expect people out there to kind of like look at it that point of view. But this whole idea of like, oh, it's not the same thing, and they don't even, like, geographically, they don't understand. Like, Natty's from Calgary, that's not even near Toronto. Like, no, but if she's in Canada fighting an American, she's on home court. That's what we do with the Raptors. That's what we do with the Blue Jays. Like, I don't get.
Did you not watch the Hart Foundation ever? Bret Hart, no matter where he went from the one side of Canada to the other, he was the Canadian god.
Like, the man, like, I went to a Van Gogh exhibit for my birthday last year, and just watching these people say stupid shit. And the thing is, they think they're the fucking genius in the room, and they're the biggest morons going. It blows my mind.
That's just so funny, though, because you're like, I know, I'm personally invested in this shit.
I love Van Gogh. The man can go.
Hey, do you at least have both your ears?
Right, I got both of them.
There you go.
I ain't that artsy.
Just fartsy.
Right? Long time. Here we go. But yeah, anyway, people are stupid.
Well, what else is new? Now, again, I will bring up, do you think that this was, you start the show, you neutralize? He's loved here. Yeah. I haven't heard a We Want Kross yet. But it is very fitting that
what
the guy...
What are they chanting?
CM Punk.
But there's...
Okay, there's an undertone of We Want Kross.
It was just so
there's
weird.
Something there.
They are fucking on their feet and lit in Quebec right now.
But there was, you're fully right. There was something there. I don't know if it seemed like they were fucking with audio or something, because there was another chant going besides CM Punk.
Oh, Punk could have been champion. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Nothing wrong with Frida. I mean, she needed a little eyebrow trimming out there looking like Anthony Davis.
The brow. That's what she used to paint, just right down the center. Spaz with a $5 super chat. People believe anything. Truth was released. Rollins was hurt. Sasha was good. Brock was guilty. And now they believe Kross has gone in the hill and he's hurt. Some of those things may be true, sir, but the world may never know.
Right? One day. I love it.
That's a good one.
Do y'all watch SummerSlam?
Disclaimer, shoes will be stolen tonight by the tribal thief, Bronson Reed.
The tribal thief, just went around with the Shulafala.
I named my fantasy football team so far after the tribal thief.
The Shulafala.
TBD, I have the tribal thief, and I have Bronson Reed with the Shulafala.
Like I always say, don't ever bet against TBD. Shulafala is pretty fucking funny, though.
Oh, it's perfect.
Plenty of memes too.
They need merch. They need merch. Just if they won't do it, Wolf can do it. Of just one shoe on each
with
side.
the kick. Yeah.
Coming soon to the Wrestling for Life merch store.
All right. I went to the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. There you go. As a fan of as a very big. What's that go?
I said that's a place to go, especially on the vitamins there. Van Gogh. To go to the Van Gogh.
I went, yeah, I was feeling good on my B-Day walking around a 3D exhibit, man. It was fucking trip of balls.
I'm in the painting, bro. I am the art.
Right? All the colors. The crowd is alive for all of this. I miss Pat. Corey Graves on commentary, by the way.
Did you see that Corey's going to also be the lead commentator for Triple Mania as well?
With JBL.
Oh,
with JBL.
America. Fuck yeah. They're coming again. JBL calling a Grande Americano match. Holy shit.
Right. Punk wants Seth in a cell. Big
I'm going to break your legs.
LA Knight.
I think you were right. Need to have this to get to Seth.
Well, LA still do, right? Like, to me, LA's a loose end. So maybe it is a fatal four-way for the title.
He's been the one. It's tough because then you almost use all your bullets. Because I know LA Knights very much do. LA Knight is kind of, he was in the cuck chair with this whole thing of, so Seth, you got hurt and, faked an injury. I got to win and then wasn't on SummerSlam. I'm not in the title picture. I'm not all up in the video, all of that.
Right.
So does he have to have a feud with Punk now to validate who gets a title shot?
A little bit. As he rips the mic out of Punk's hand. Oh, no. He got his own mic. He wants a handshake. I think he walked by the handshake. I thought he took the mic. We want Kross. But see, I think you might have been the idea that this opens to kind of tame the crowd, and then they all forget. Oh, it's colorful. Follow the bouncing ball.
Right, and we got all our chanting out. We got our CM Punks out. We got our LA Knights. We even got our Yaz out. So now I'm a little bit more exhausted.
Right.
We want Kross. We want Kross. Not so much of just the vocal yelling. Like if you open with respectfully and that here something, you're getting a we want Kross
right away, right out the fucking gate. But again, we saw this when all the Vince stuff was going down, Nick, and people talked about boycotting, and it never happened. The internet's all lighting their torches and sharpening their pitchforks, yet they don't realize there's only a handful of them. There's like
but we're
outnumbered.
I still don't know. I still have faith. We still haven't made it through the full show.
True. Rollins' his own persona. Jerk. Facts. Cherokee. What's up, Wesley Conklin? Ronan, TJ, Damien, welcome back. Sean Reed, good to see you. It's crazy.
The LA Knights going at Punk last week. I was having my match. Yeah. And you came out here and cost me. TJ, what up?
Yeah, I think we said that last week of like, oh, now you pissed in an attempt to get revenge. You pissed LA Knight off because, yeah, man, I'm sure you got beat with this dude, but don't piss him my cornflakes.
Yeah, well, and I was kind of saying, do you need to have this match to figure out, and you get the pass by, you get LA Knight in a match with CM Punk, so you elevate him a bit. Yeah, it's not a world title shot, but you get him in a match with Punk. Punk wins, he takes on Seth, and you've kind of elevated everybody a bit. You might have to kind of make LA Knight a heel.
That'd be the interesting thing, right? But that's what he's saying right now. If you want it, you do it on your own time. You stay the fuck out of my business. What's up, Mega? What's up, Anthony?
I kind of wanted Conan back on commentary for Triple Mania.
I don't know that he won't be.
3-man booth?
Yeah, maybe a 3-man booth. The only thing I found Conan a bit on the very mellow side. Like he just hit a fatty on the way out to commentary.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I mean, he's very mellow.
24 hours to go. I want to be sedated.
What's up, ABJ?
I really like this because this is two guys who can talk, and these are two guys like this isn't exactly LA Knight fully being a heel, he's got a very valid point of like,
Right.
Hey, listen, man, I've been kind of fucked over this whole time, and you
Right.
keep fucking me over. Can you kind of not?
Right. Who's coming with me? Fucking hell. Yeah, lady. 100%.
Q, you're cool. And I'm out this bitch. Oh, that was us leaving the IWC and forming the WFU.
Right. You're going to have We Want Kross signs for a week, then it will go away. Yeah, Bash might have a point. Do they have, they were outraged about, Brock Lesnar. Then they were pissed off about ESPN. Now they're hurt about Kross. Are they fine until Friday? And then the next thing changes their tune?
Kross has been building, though. Brock,
for a while. Okay.
Yeah, Brock was one of those run for it. That's fucking Thanos. Run from it, hide from it. I am inevitable. Of it's here, so it is what it is. The ESPN thing, I think everyone just flash in the pan, read the headline, and then once they realized, oh, I'm an idiot, I should actually read an article or two, realize, oh, I was really just mad about a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Now, my question always comes back to, Nick, why wouldn't they? Like, if he did the number one thing, like you see all these interviews with Triple H and talking about what's most important. If this man achieved that goal of what's most important, why would you not find a way to use that?
That's the biggest, that's the literally $1 million question. And I would assume it's probably around that, or at least a couple million when it comes to a contract question, because he did exactly what you were supposed to do. He got himself over organically. He became a man of the people. The crowd got behind him. They wanted to see it. They begged for his merch to be in the merch stands. They cheered him even when he was just walking through the park garage and everything like that. The second I think he cut that Be a Good Soldier promo.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is a nuke. They threw a nuke. They threw a fucking fire extinguisher on We Want Kross, I feel, with all of this. Bro's got the double Shula follow.
Yo, Punk legitimately looked fucking angry. I wasn't done.
But I love that, though. I've seen people do a whole compilation of every time Seth interrupts Punk, and he sells it so good every time. But as Heyman is doing the promo in French Canadian, maybe, I don't know.
Right, yeah.
I'm looking to the Canadian for the assist.
Anything that gets us in and out of this province. Oh, they're not happy. But yeah, Paul with a little mockery.
But back to what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by Paul Heyman of what are they chanting now? I swear, though, I'm telling you, this was done to get all the chanting out, because unless the Quebec City crowd's going to go rock solid for 2 hours straight, this is get your shit out of the way now. Get your energy out, run it off so you don't fuck up the rest of my show.
They're definitely distracted.
Don't get into the favor business with CM Punk.
What did Boston say was lame? It's because he's actually annoyed with Seth. He's definitely annoyed with Seth. The thing with the shoes is lame as fuck. No fucking way. Get the fuck out of here. Is lame as fuck. I have no idea what the crowd's saying. Tabernacle, for all I know. I don't know.
There we go. It'll cost you years of your life. Heyman is breaking down right now. You gonna piss your pants?
The shoe thing is fucking excellent. Like, what a fucking move as far as hijacking the man's sneakers. Like he's a kid. Like, it's fucking insulting.
That's the thing, is it's insulting. It's unique. It's a new thing to pro wrestling. A lot of people in pro wrestling have never seen it before, have no idea what it means. They had to actually Google some shit to figure out what it means and everything. And then on top of that, you got now something for Bronson Reed to still kind of make him stand out in the group. You have Braun Breaker, that's the next in line. And then you have Seth Rollins, who's the world champion.
So it looks like we're about to get a main event here.
Tag team match, player.
Go ahead.
No, that's what I thought it was. That was what I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah. So it looks like we're going to get CM Punk against the Brawns and LA Knight in the group with CM Punk.
Yeah.
The Shula Fala.
And the thing is, though, too, is it's all Nikes. It's not like it's some fucking Payless fucking shoes out there. No Skechers.
No loafers or gophers. Roman, if I grew up in the hood, getting my shoes stolen was a real thing. If you, not if I. If you, yeah, you got your shoes jacked in a quick fucking beat. Yeah.
Walking foot locker. Hey, so you're sowing the seeds of discontent, as LA Knight saying, we weren't looking for you two. We were looking for Seth and CM Punk. You want to fight? You got to fight.
Yeah, they're interrupting each other. They can't get along. Good. See you tonight. Paul walking off. The man's got a plan. You got to be careful. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, Braun's still walking to the ring. Oh.
The dog on the chain. The dog on the chain.
You're 47. What are you going to do?
But I like it.
It's again, it is such evolution without being evolution.
Right? The energy. Punk and LA still arguing. They were fighting off air last time. You're 47. What's up, DW?
Right.
Breaker calling them old men. Bastard.
Well, I mean, LA Knight's even not exactly a spring chicken either.
He ain't a spring chicken. So we go back to last week. Dragon Lee, Dom.
Yes, so they did also, because we talked about earlier how the women's title match got pulled off because Naomi's unable to compete. They did add instead a tag match of Dom and El Grande versus Dragon Lee and AJ Styles.
That's right. As you see on the screen, folks, it looks like this might actually be the next match up. Again, trying to keep the fans busy. Like, no down point. We'll give them some shit to cheer about.
Yeah, honestly, a little bit. But so I'll get to finishing my whole point and everything. Now I'm even trying to remember. It was about how Kross had played this perfectly, I believe. I can't remember. I got the Judgment Day.
We go to the back with the Judgment Day, Nick. Finn Balor holding court.
With what the fuck matters that?
Hey!
El Grande. He's the clubhouse.
You're gonna bring him into the clubhouse? Riding through this world.
All alone. Raquel would definitely be fucking Gemma Teller.
Oh, yeah. Gemma was all bark.
And that's not at all because she kind of looks like Katie Seagal, too, as well.
Right. Dom is due for some kind of character change. Nah, Klaatu, I don't think right now. I think he's only evolving, growing. I don't think you change this in any way, shape, or form. You let him ride this.
Yeah, it has just been this perfect kind of transition here of he gets cheered when he isn't supposed to get cheered, but it's a huge reaction. He gets booed when, he's supposed to get booed. He is a slept-on top guy in the industry.
Right. 100%. I'm 40, but in better shape than I was when I was 35. There you go. If one could only be so lucky, sir. I'm 40 years old. I'm a man. Come at me. Yeah, what you got to say, bro? I mean, I felt okay because he went like late 40s, so I feel young. All right. But here comes
that's something you say to like a teenager. I'm a grown man. Come at me. Like, what?
I'm a grown man.
Also a grown man.
But yeah, first match on the docket. Here we go. Tag team match. AJ Styles.
Dragon AJ and Dragon Lee versus El Grande Americano and Dominic Mysterio. Again, is it a little, we'll cheer for Dom, so we'll just get the shit out the way. I know I keep saying that, and people are going to say it's an excuse, but it's a real fucking thing. It seems very much we're going to build the crowd to get all your energy out of the way fucking fast.
Right.
Because they're still pitching the 2K25 cut in, but yeah. Somebody has pissed in Boston's cornflakes today. Why? What did Boston say? Maybe if Punk was 20-something and smelled other men's shoes, he'd be cool. What?
Wait, why? What? Huh? Where'd you get there?
Boston, why are you so hung up on the shoe to follow, my guy? Like, there's like 20 other things you can still talk about. I get you may not like the Shula Fala. That's fine. We do. Other people do. There's other things to talk about besides just shoes and smelling feet. So you're starting to look a little Tony Atlas, my guy.
Yeah. I want about, yeah, I know I'm with you, Paul. I get it. I'm 34. Still have a fitness routine. I've changed my diet. That is wonderful, Christian. At 67, age is a state of mind. I run 5 miles a day, 4 days a week. That's fucking amazing. I haven't ran 5 miles maybe ever. But
my life was in danger if I ever ran 5 miles.
If I had to run 5 miles to save my life, I might be dead. That's amazing.
Fuck it.
Yeah. No, just make goals. Take care of yourself, folks. It's not, you never know, but give yourself a fighting chance. AJ pinning Dom and faces Dom at Clash. That sounds about right to me.
Who do you have in this match? And I feel very much, especially after the last time they were in Paris and they had the whole sing song for Phenomenal and all of that, they'll try and find a way to get AJ on this card. Is that where AJ wins the IC belt off Dom?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of hoping for AJ to get that belt off Dom, but right now other things are going on. Could we see another Americano tonight? Someone mentioned, there you go, a Canadiano.
Americano? Isn't that a redundancy? Is that just now proof that we were trying to buy you still? But what do you think is going to be ultimately the goddamn payoff of, we have El Grande Americano tall, we have El Grande Americano short, we have El Grande Americano bruiser, and we have El Grande Americano bait.
Mustache.
Yeah, Mustache Mountain.
Mustache Grande.
Mustache Grande.
I don't know where it's going, but I'm having a whole lot of fun. Like, I want, like, you know, like the MTV Eminem performance where it's all the Slim Shadys, just all the Grandes. Like, just look.
Because I'm real Grande.
Right? Just fucking flood the place. Grandes everywhere. They're under attack.
Would you do that in AAA at Triple Mania?
Yeah. Right.
Do they call their faction the Gulf of America?
God. What's that?
I said, do they call their faction the Gulf of America?
Apparently they're not allowed to do that.
Oh, somebody might get it. Did you see Drew saying, hey, American fans,
yes,
the fuck up?
Yes. And I thought, good job, Drew. Good job. As an international person, I mean, the Brits can be very uptight, so it's funny coming from him, but he's a Scot and they're a mess. So,
well, yeah, there was someone that quote tweeted with him, like, if you swear the wrong way in the UK, you can get your whole shit
That's
shut
not
down.
Scotland, though. Scotland's
yeah, but still,
Scotland's the brow, buddy.
Listen, I'm an American. I got no stake in this fight.
Yeah, no, we say this, that the American fans are just sitting on their hands. They're like watching, waiting for a table to get broken. You come up with your chants, come up with your sing-alongs, have a little fun. It's why we can't make good movies, because anything that's funny offends somebody, or anything that's scary triggers somebody. So we can't make good movies. We just keep remaking movies worse than they used to be. I don't know what the fuck. Now I feel old. Way to go.
There we go. We got it. KJ, you're barely international.
Barely
and MDB both said that. You're barely international. You're barely international. You're just in the
semi-international over
fucking
here.
attic. But no, I will say that, and I do think it's a very true statement of. I think that's part of the goddamn issue with a lot of people today of just lighten the fuck up and have a sense of humor a little bit. Shit was a lot cooler when we had some form of a sense of humor.
Listen, once upon a time
in West Philadelphia.
I was born and raised. But Dragon Lee pays this one off. Oh shit.
You were saying once upon a time before I interrupted.
What's that?
You were saying once upon a time before I rudely interrupted.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm once upon a time. Like, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Like, the fact that even shit you don't watch has to adhere to whatever your moral code is so fucked. Like, I never watched that show, but they said something I didn't like. What? Fuck off. I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. But folks, let us know who you take. Sorry?
I feel bad for the youngsters, Nick. They don't know a good time.
No, I think we just need to learn them. And I think that there's a group that is growing that just, there is a pocket that is the vocal minority.
Yeah.
And this is what we're playing out literally in scientific theory tonight, is if even the wrestling fan base, if Twitter is a vocal minority or if it's the vocal majority, if the cross momentum is going to maintain, it needs the live crowd. It needs kind of that CM Punk vibe here. So you need some bit of energy here. So you need
some edge. You need, like, bad guys can't be bad guys, because if a bad guy comes out and says something truly offensive, the internet's like, can you believe they
Kross even said that in that little documentary of, if you handcuff me, I can only be as bad as you let me be.
Yeah.
But if you let me do what I'm going to do, and that's the thing, is he feels so Wyndham-esque to me, and that's why it works so perfect with the whole them being in the group and everything. And someone even said it to him. I think it was like a little teenage girl or something that mentioned to him, you remind me of Bray, because they're such a genuine human being, of literally seeing the fan interaction when he's there at the meet and greets at SummerSlam. And there's a couple that comes up and their daughter's disabled, the wife's disabled and everything. And he's even make sure they're completely taken care of, spends extra time to be with them. If anyone's fucking with you, let me know and I'll handle it. Scarlett plays for another fan's, photo op with Kross and everything, of he's such a genuine guy and has this creative avenue of just let me use it and we'll make magic here. Because think about it, he made that documentary in a week's time, essentially. And it got more views than Collision. Just saying.
Yeah, it definitely did. It definitely did. As we go to commercial break, the AJ and Dragon Styles is in control at the moment, and both men on the outside down.
What is your fighting style? Dragon Styles.
Dragon.
Hell of a name. El Grande Mysterio, is that Diamond Grande's team name?
Right. Who should AJ Styles' last match be? Samoa Joe.
Oh, fuck. Yes. If you could make that happen, please. Did you see that there's some people still trying to make it happen to where Edge is John Cena's last match?
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Fan theory. Now, granted, there's the whole counter booking again has sprung up of WWE booking a major pay-per-view counter to AEW's All Out on September 20th.
Somebody said, have they not learned their lesson? Bro, clearly there was no lesson to be learned. They're okay. They be good. And remember, it was Naomi hijacking as amazing as the fans want to say All In was. By Monday, all we were talking about was Naomi. So, sorry.
But even then, if you want to look in the microcosm, the bubble that is AEW exclusively, have they kept any bit of the ball rolling?
No.
They had a really good long offensive drive. They scored a touchdown. Their second offensive drive down the field, 4th and out, 4 and out, 4 and out. They've been punting a lot.
Yeah, I agree with Misfit here. But yeah, no, I mean, again, I think they've completely dropped the ball. Even a good amount of AEW fans, I know some of the hardcore sickos we'll never see it. But Dynamite's been awful for a month of fucking average to below average Dynamites coming out of all in. It's crazy to me, bro. Like, why? How? Like, you're booking these nothing matches. You're just rinsing, repeating. Nothing's cool. Nothing's exciting in that company right now. And I don't care who you are. It's not appealing TV.
See, you had to say those 3 alls though to fit in for how long the show was and all of that too. All in.
All in.
I got to read this though from MDB because I know you might be tagging for a quick second here. But he made the documentary in weeks' time. Big deal. KJ made those midlifey graphics in 2 days.
There you go. There you go. I can't confirm or deny the validity of that claim. Pretty close though.
Yeah, should have been done. Brandon, what up? What up? What up? Over on the Twitch, also, by the way, yes, folks, we're also on the Twitch out there. We're just past 100 on the Twitchers, and we're getting ever so close to the 8K, the 10K when we get the tattoos of out here on the YouTube channel.
Right. The PLE in Paris is sponsored by Saudi Arabia. LOL. Is it really? You made that up, right?
That has to be made up. I've seen the whole thing of they're going to try and do one WrestleMania in Saudi, but as I got a Pele kick from AJ on the Dom, we're back in action.
Yeah, apparently we're getting a Saudi Mania at some point. I don't fucking know. I don't like it. We'll see what they do.
Hockey. This is actually, I will say, this is honestly a true statement. There might not be half a dozen guys in AEW who could hold their own in a promo feud with Kross. I would say there's far less than that. Maxwell would probably have a hard time holding toe and holding court with Kross in the same aspect because Kross will go an entirely different way with it.
Yeah, but I think that Kross gives Maxwell to someone to spar with that is not just low-hanging fruit. You're a loser. Your favorite sports.
That would be the So you thought you were the devil? Now what's it like when you look the devil in the face?
Yeah, man. That's the thing. And people, what ends up happening with Tony Khan's booking is when you bring in somebody like a Punk or Karrion in this case, and they can do that, you protect your favorites. So you instantly get subpar booking because you're protecting guys.
Do you think they would have step up Enziguri from Grande? Do you think they'd have Max go too low and go too inside baseball and mention all the getting released from WWE and play too much into that? That would neuter Kross. If you put them together, like you, it's one of those. If you have Max go out there and just dig into, well, you got released and no, does it kind of neuter him to that audience out in the game?
No, not if done right. Again, if he's strong and if Kross's message is strong, yeah, like you don't do things like have Kross just stand there and take a verbal beating. Like if he pushes too far, you hang him upside down by his boots in the turnbuckle and you have that conversation. But I think Karrion's also smart enough to laugh it off and probably put a spin on it. Like, you know, the worst thing that ever happened to MJF was I ended up here. You would have been better off if I had taken the deal they offered me. But
didn't you, or because he could always spin it back to, weren't you supposed to be the hottest free agent? Now who's the hottest free agent, Max?
Yeah. Dragon Lee should consider a new mask as they tie him to the ring every chance they get. And look
when you have a tail and now, so I'm not a lucha. I don't have the physique to ever be a lucha. If I'm Dom Mysterio, why did you put your gimp mask on mid-match?
Right? I'm like, he wasn't originally wearing that. I could have not seen his face and not noticed the mask was on it, right? But there you go.
Well, I'm saying Dom mid-match just decides I'm going to put my mask on. Is he going to try and go change to being a luchador?
He's evolving.
No, because the mustache and the mullet and everything are too much part of the gimmick. You have people cosplaying that shit now.
As he's pulling at Dragon Lee's mask. Paris, clash for the croissant.
Sacre bleu. Now, again, though, if you're Max at All In, do you do Hangman? Do you do Mystico? Because that would actually be CMLL versus AEW.
I don't know what they're doing, and that's part of why I'm not excited. I think Forbidden Door should be a biannual thing. It shouldn't be every fucking year because at this point in history, the Forbidden Door thing doesn't make sense, and more of the matches you're booking are not anything to do with the Forbidden or the Door. So I don't know what the booking choice is, but for my money, I would rather they do something else. Skip this one. Quality over quantity. Again, we're going to get Ishii thrown in there probably and something. I don't know what you're doing with Hangman, but MJF versus Mystico, and I don't care that Sappy thinks Mystico's wonderful. Sappy's a fucking nutbag for even fucking getting mad about people disagreeing with that sentiment.
I have a whole issue, and as I do have to bring up B Hockey saying Saudi Arabia is very much legitimately sponsoring the Paris PLE, which is such a joke. I will admit, if that's 100% legitimate, I haven't seen it. That's fucking funny.
I mean,
that's jokes. That's jokes. If Saudi Arabia is sponsoring the show in Paris, that's jokes.
I think that's hilarious.
But what I was going to bring up of, I think it's Christ Almighty, it's Lee Moriarty and Daniel Garcia and Nigel McGuinness, and I can't remember who the first person is, in a match on Collision, and the winner challenges Zack Sabre Jr. for the New Japan World title at Forbidden Door. You're telling me the best you can pull out, Tony, to challenge your New Japan Constituents World Champion is former TNT champion, a Ring of Honor guy, a commentator, and another person that I'm forgetting the name of because that's how much they've been on the show right now. Right. That's the best you could do to challenge one of the best wrestlers in the world, Zack Sabre Jr., for the New Japan World title.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing? Like, you're just throwing shit against the wall now.
They love it. The sickos will tell you it's the best shit ever. It's blind booking. As Dragon Lee has his mask completely ripped apart, he has been worked over by both Dom and Grande.
Has AJ wrestled yet?
Yeah, he was in there earlier for a moment, but not long. CJ Brand, how you doing, folks? Go check out CJ Brand. He's got an awesome YouTube page. Go check him out. Give him some love. But family around here. Why people want Kross? I don't think he's WWE material. His character fits AEW and the Indies. Ooh. Interesting.
No, and yes, our brother from the St. Louis mother. But no, he can make it. Especially, this is the same company that had the Undertaker, that had Bray Wyatt. You're telling me you can't make this character work? TNA made this character work when they were doing Killer Kross, when all he would do was show up and drop cards on people and everything, and you started to get behind the whole gimmick. That's what led to it. So. Right. I think 100% he can work, should work, if they let him legitimately walk after he heated himself up to where he's the number one prospect out there. That's a big fumble for WWE.
Big stomp.
Whoop the Gracie.
Down goes Grande. Dragon Lee dragging himself to the corner. I mean, the one thing to be a good promo, but he can barely wrestle. So, I mean, I thought AEW is where the best wrestle, my guy. Oh, shit.
Well, I mean, do you see him still going if he legit goes to TNA? I can see him being a TNA world champ as Dom is getting taken out by AJ.
Slow down. Again, I don't care. Nice suplex. As AJ chases Grande away, I have a feeling Dragon Lee's about to eat a pin, though. Oh, AJ's back.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, B Hockey. Which is just propaganda. Hey, it's marketing. Fucking hell.
I don't work there. I don't work there.
Money, 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 money. I'm not sure you fundamentally understand what the WWE is and what AW is. Well, I think we got a little wire crossy.
Tagging at AJ as he's now just running roughshod over El Grande.
What's up? What's up, CDs? You might have a different name. Everything's hijacked. So, what's up, family? That AEW.
They hijacked our show. They were supposed to hijack that show.
Breaks up the two. Breaks up the two.
Sorry.
Karrion is dope. Can't make it. They got to book it. What?
I was just reading the comment.
Go ahead.
That's
nice. Styles Clash. AJ telling Dragon to go up.
Number one.
Oh! Wow. Nice. Styles looking good tonight. Long match.
Well, is that what you got to do a little bit with AJ now? Of you got to save him to the back nine. He's a closer more than a starter now.
Yeah, I kind of am hoping for this kind of, like strong late career run, still looking strong, still seems to be able to do most of the shit. So I'd like to see him go on a nice run. I want to see him get the IC belt, hold it for, several months, get a handful of good wins. DMK, what up?
Does AJ have not a Meltzer, but to us a 5-star match left in him still, though?
That's, I think, yeah.
The loaded
plate out of his dunk. And it got kicked into his own face. But Dom's got the plate. Oh, for fuck.
Yeah, but he dropped. Now he's going to load it into his mouth. Jesus. Which, by the way, are those wrestling exclusive? Because I've never seen those type of things ever exist anywhere else ever in my life.
Oh, the headbutt with the plate. You remove it from something. 3. AJ gets pinned by Ludwig. Grande.
Yeah, mucho. But yeah, who has a cup that small, or who needs a metal plate that small?
I got a question for what has El Grande Americano Story have done for American Made? I don't believe it was supposed to at the moment, outside of the fact that Chad was tied to it, but Chad's on the shelf. So this is more about a Grande and the side shoot of it all.
Yeah, but I see the point of it of American Made has become American Decay right now with this whole thing of they are not used. The Creed brothers are not used in the tag division at all.
No, not much. I don't know if they were intending for them to kind of be pulled along with this.
Why wouldn't you use them at the tag division at least?
I feel like a couple weeks ago they had a tag match and it was all right. I think they ended up losing. But I don't know. There's not much tag wrestling going on Raw. It's a weird thing.
Right.
Oh, earlier today, Sammy.
Would you like to explain to those who don't know his jersey? Because I don't know.
Rampart. Quebec Rampart.
He looks like a rook in chess.
Pretty much.
There you go.
That's as much as I can really offer you.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to see if there's any again, we're estranged from our Quebec brethren at time. But yeah, it's the Quebec Rampart Junior Hockey. You're under 20 essentially, or under 21. But Sheamus is here. Interesting.
The Ginger Brethren need to stay together there. Now, is Sammy like a rook? Is that why he's wearing that? Because he can only move in a straight line? He can only move. It's a rook on a chessboard.
Right.
He can only move in a straight line or side to side. He cannot move.
He can make L's. A rampart is a defensive wall or embankment. A Canadian company specializing in. Oh, there you go. Canadian company. All right. Anyway, so that's
an embankment.
They are the wall. They are the wall of defense. Good luck getting through them. again,
Well,
expect
he's now going to be teaming up with one half of the bar. So we got Rebar.
Well, Sammy's coming. I'm going.
Pause on all of that. But KJ is taking a pause for the cause as I got Sami Zayn coming out right now. Yes. For the MLB playoffs, I want to see KJ and Nick in Yankees and Blue Jays jerseys. Well, we'll see. You want to buy me a jersey? We'll make it happen. So what do we got coming up next here? That's what I was clicking on. Emo with a 99 super sticker. What up? So did they announce what Sammy's match is? Oh, Sammy versus Rusev. Rusev Mashka. Rusev Petra. I probably didn't even say that right. It's like my Spanish. But yeah, so is this just now the mid card of Monday Night Raw of Sami Zayn, Miro, and Sheamus? Calling people Hogan now is so lame. Fair enough. I don't think any of us did, but I think it's one of those that's overused a little bit, giving everybody the artificial surname of Hogan, but sometimes it fits. As I'm in commercial break, so I will remind everybody, as I got 102 people watching with us right now. Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. We're back at it like a jackrabbit for anything and everything. We're already going to be here for Triple Mania. What? We're already going to be here for Forbidden Door. What? And we're going to be rolling right through into Heat Wave too. What? And we still got a members only stream coming up too. What? With the Fantasy Football League also popping up. What? So be a friend, tell a friend. Big things popping, little things stopping up. The something season never stops at the channel. So yes, you're doing your friends a disservice out there. Go and spread the good word of Cross and go and spread the good word of the Wrestling for Life Network out there. 100%. Nick knows he has a random Alfonso Soriano jersey somewhere. No, I have jersey shirts. I never bought actual authentic jerseys. My first jersey shirt was off a street vendor when the first time I went to Yankee Stadium, but then my father gave me a Judge jersey shirt. I have jersey shirts. I don't have jerseys. I don't even have a Bills jersey. I was almost going to buy one on sale, and it was going to be the red one. But yeah. B-Hawk, I'm not sure we have ever agreed more. I don't know what y'all agreeing on, but it feels like it's, the Dangerous Alliance or something forming over there. Eddie Guerrero Jr., I lie, I cheat, I steal. Yeah, CDS. I'm still wondering, have the DNA test ever fully come in? Is Dom really actually Eddie's kid? Because the resemblance is uncanny. The wrestling style, the character work and everything's uncanny. It's almost... I know he was probably his, tertiary uncle or something like that, but the likeness, the resemblance is so uncanny. It's unnatural. Emo, it's thundering outside. I'm from. Oh, great. I think you got me halfway there, and then I lost you on the back end. Sami Zayn is a hero to my people, and I don't mean Canadians. Fair enough. There's two ways or a couple ways you could have gone with that. I don't know if I want to play the guessing game. But yeah. Jerseys are just good jerseys, are just as good as jerseys. All right. Well, we'll see. I gotta dig them out, and even that I don't know, because we're kind of always from the beard down, so it's or the beard up a little bit, so it's a little hard to see at times. I just show up with a Navy shirt and you believe it's a jersey. Nick bought unlicensed apparel. Oh, for sure. Wrestling God, what up? I don't know what you're getting all sad about, but we agree that Sami is the worst character on current TV. So you all hate the Canadian, as I got Miro popping up as we come back to commercial or back out of commercial. I don't think Sami's that bad. I still think he's the moral compass. Does Sami just need time away? Does Sami need to just kind of fuck off for a little bit and come back refreshed? He hasn't had a moment of reprieve since he was doing everything with Kevin. So they ended the commercial break with Miro's entrance starting and everything, or him popping up out on stage, and now we cut to EO and Adam Pearce backstage. And I'm late, got caught playing SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. What I missed? Oh, you missed all of CM Punk. You missed the setup for the main event tonight. You missed, no, surprisingly, Karrion Kross chance. Yes. But yeah, SmackDown in your house. Good game. Boston, don't disrespect Dr. You like that. What? Man, the boos for Sammy are so loud, guys. Yes, we get it, Misfit. Yes. We get it. Well, and especially it's in Quebec, even then, still. You're expecting a guy from Quebec to get booed in Quebec. Good luck. I meant to say it's thundering where I live at Oh Great. Well, the thunder rose. Hopefully you stay safe there, you know. All that. But here, even I guess if the power goes out, we'll still got you covered on the wrestling. I love Sammy, but his gimmick is stale, cheesy, and not believable because he wins legit every feud. Fair enough. That's a little bit what I was saying, Jose. I saw you saw Gangrel. Shout out. But yeah, Sammy might need a little bit one of those of just if you step away for a minute of we might like you a little bit better because we can really appreciate you again. He's just been on that constant run and nothing's really moved up or down with it. Gangrel is still his name for a non-black wrestler, black person I've ever heard. I cannot confirm nor deny that. I don't think I have the pigmentation to weigh in on that. But Alexis has Rusev put down Sammy. Does Sheamus get involved here at this point? Because pretty much all through last week, it was Christ on Monday and on Tuesday. You had Lash Legend and Nia Jax fighting all the way throughout the entire show on Tuesday. And then on Monday last week, you had Sheamus and Rusev fighting the entire way through. I do think this will be a good match, but how do you feel about Rusev now that he's been back in WWE? I know we've mentioned the Cross thing a lot. I will just also bring up of pretty much everybody that they signed back in about 2022, 2023. They've pretty much all turned around and released every single one of them back again. So it does get interesting in that aspect. But Sammy with the huge reaction. Folks, let me know who you're taking for this match. Whether you got Sammy or you got Rusev. I keep wanting them calling Miro. I don't hear any boos. That's the joke. He's still got it, Bradley. Of course, there's no booze in his hometown, Rubes. Yes. That's part of the point. That's part of the comment. I'm glad you could catch up. Over under on what point Sheamus gets involved in the Sammy Rusev match. Fair enough, Klaatu. Great minds think alike. So I got right now Rusev working over Sammy in the corner. So we're at 8:57 on my clock. You give it 5 minutes in. So we got till 9:02. We go just past the hour. And Sheamus gets involved. Would that be just out of a commercial break too? Perhaps. Johnson, Roxanne versus Yo sounds good. Is that what they announced during that whole backstage segment with Adam Pearce? Pax versus Bailey should be a tag team. I'm kind of confused because that's NXT. They got there somehow. I predict a DQ here. You may not have the pigmentation, but you know that was funny as hell. Yeah, I didn't deny that, but I'm not enough melanated to adhere myself to anything. I don't know if you guys talked about it or did you see that Bret Hart trashing Gunther for his wrestling style? Gosh, I did see this, and maybe next commercial break or maybe when KJ's back, we'll bring it up of I want to get a Canadian's perspective on that and I want to just be the terrible American springboard moonsault from Sammy on a Rusev on the outside here. Shout out the little Sabu move there. Yeah, as Corey even points it out. No, I want to get a Canadian's perspective on that. I don't want to just trash Brett as a salty, bitchy Canadian as American. But yeah, I did see that, and I very much disagree with it. What if Solo shows up on Raw? What if, and why if would also be another big question, as after the earnage, the rock bottom, the manhandle slam, we go to commercial break right now on this match. Damn it, I got to rewind for my boy Punk. You know I love me a good look in my eyes. Well, look in our eyes and hit that notifications. Yes. Rusev is a terrifying man. Is he, or does he just look like he should just be the guy who they cast to play Zangief in Street Fighter along with fucking Cody and Roman and all that? Rusev and his knee pads. Does he need Lana back? Do we need Rusev Day back? Or is he good just being not exactly the redeemer, but kind of he's redeeming something? MDB, I can't believe you skipped over my hilarious comment to you. I don't know what it was saying. Nick, again, if you was GM of the Yankees, would you fire Aaron Boone? Yes, every day and twice on Sunday. I said this before we went into this goddamn season, this cursed ass season now. Aaron Boone should not be the manager of the Yankees. I have not liked him from day goddamn one. If it were up to me, we would have kept Joe Girardi as our manager, but I digress. As I am in commercial break right now, folks. EO versus Rocks tonight. So yes, confirmed from the Voice Beyond out there on the Twitch machine too, as well as we're out there on Twitch. Yes. So instead of getting Naomi versus EO, we're getting EO versus Rocks, which, am I out of pocket if I say that might be actually in ring a better match? Better stylistically, better size-wise, perhaps. We'll see. Spaz with a $10 super chat. This is for a future episode. What's your favorite Judgment Day moment, or who's your favorite member, past or present? Well, there's only been a few past, so it would probably be present. Answers on the pin post on my fire-breathing Twitter machine at Spaz Phoenix. Well, there you go. Go and check out Spaz's Twitter, formerly known as X. I still remember 2003 Q Aaron Boone. Yeah, that's the only reason why Aaron Boone is liked by any Yankees fan, is because of 2003, because of that one goddamn home run. Is the only reason why he has any stake, any credibility amongst Yankees fans, is because of that one home run. Big Nick, how come we haven't seen Juice Robinson after All-In's Men's Royal Hope? Jay White is okay. Denisha, thank you for the $5 super chat. I think we actually just saw Juice Robinson. Was it Juice Robinson versus Kyle Fletcher? I know we just saw Juice Robinson on Collision. He's been very much Collision bound. He kind of looks more like Weird Al in an Amish Paradise video. I don't know why we haven't seen Jay White at this point. I can't recall what exactly his injury was, and it's still even why we only saw one half of the Bullet Brothers or the Gun Brothers and all that. So the Bang Bang Gang has been one of the most stop-start factions in AEW. And I really wish, since we're at now the finals of the tag team eliminators for Forbidden Door, as Hurricane Rana or Tornado DDT there from Sammy on to Miro, as we're back in action. We're down to FTR and the Gates of Agony. I would have loved if the Gun Club was in there. The Gun Club versus the Hurt Syndicate, to me, is the best tag team match you can make in AEW. Kind of a pump super kick there from Rusev for a two count. Juice Robinson faced Ricochet. Thank you. I was right on the same show. I was wrong on the opponent, so thank you. J1 on vacation. No, I think he's still hurt. He's still banged up. But a man who's out there and not banged up.
Right. Speaking of needing a vacation.
Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Yes, how you feeling about
The fans are insane.
Rusev Petria of, is he just kind of doing Miro light?
No, not at all. I mean, I think he's still just same old Miro. Like, there's nothing very new or spectacular about him, except the Quebec fans apparently love him and Sammy at the same time. Like, they were chanting for Miro at the top of their lungs, and the Exploder being blocked by Miro. Good match, though, as well.
Were they just Lana would show up?
Sorry.
Were they just hoping that Lana would show up?
I think that's always a bit of the hope, but she's out there doing her thing. Apparently, is she not on a Legends contract? So it wouldn't take much to get her in the building, would it?
I don't think she's on any sort of contract. Last I knew, she would just been released from AEW and all of that, and was under no contract.
Yeah, I thought I don't know. Was it a rumor?
Well, she might have signed a Legends contract with OnlyFans, not exactly with WWE.
CJ Perley, formerly known as Lana, has signed a Legends contract with the company. The type of contract allows WWE. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you.
That's
AI.
That's one of those that's not a warranted. That's like taking up a roster spot that don't need to be taken up. That's signing someone to your practice squad that doesn't need to fucking be there.
That's signing someone that you don't want to sign to the full roster. You're just like, you could be a legend, but Sammy hits the Exploder this time. The crowd goes wild.
Bold strategy to say that's a fucking legend. I mean, yeah. I know I've argued about Coco Beware and Stace Keibler and Tori Wilson and shit.
Well,
that's bold.
Lord.
Well, someone mentioned this earlier, and I foo-fooed and poo-pooed of Solo showing up here in the MFT. Why would they be?
Are we gonna
what do you got business doing here? Is this Sammy send off to SmackDown?
Or is Sammy another part of this perceived war games that will involve MFT versus a list of baby faces?
OG Bloodline.
Maybe to an extent, but we got some work to do.
Sammy, Jacob, the Usos. I don't know the numbers, but yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Full respect. I apologize. I can't remember who mentioned it earlier in the chat, but I know someone did. And I foo-fooed and poo-pooed it and was like, but why? I thought it was going to get, you were going to get
Sheamus gets a pop. Quebec popping for everybody. Security went from one problem to another. Oh, the crowd going nuts. And
see, that's the thing. I thought it was only going to be Sheamus showing up, and instead we got Solo and then Sheamus. We're just going. That's not even alphabetical order.
No, not even a little bit. But yeah, now we're into the fans. Quebec's just having a time. And again,
sorry, go ahead.
One of Canada's biggest party cities, so doesn't surprise me.
As Jason Jordan trying to break all of this up, but does this end up at a step match in Paris because they've been going on, for 2 weeks now at this point of Sheamus's shirt is torn off. I got to show off my not burger after burger abs.
Sami Zayn finally escapes Karrion Kross vortex to be roped right back into the bloodline vortex. Interesting. That's a good take. I'm a little surprised too. But Sammy holding his face, and we go to commercial for some of you out there. No Kross. No reference to Kross. No talk about Kross. No fans.
I'm going to go on a pause. I said, you watch. I'm going to go on a pause, and that's where they're going to do a whole fucking thing. He's going to show up or something and everything. But as we are in commercial, this got brought up. I wanted to ask your opinion as the Canadian representation on the channel. Did you see Bret Hart's comments about Gunther and being unprofessional, unsafe, all of that?
Yeah, I think this came up on Friday, but I think that Bret also had the sentiment of more wrestlers should copy how I wrestle. Like I'm an artist. Like Bret is a big fan of Bret, and I don't think he's accurate. I don't think. I mean, we look at Ric Flair, who made millions off. One of his key things was the chop, the woo, the best chop in the game. This is lingering. Sorry. I know we're on commercial break, but Sammy's like looking around. He's holding his eye. The crowd's cheering. It's just lingering though. Like,
they ain't got shit else to do.
I guess so. We killed him.
Hey, well, so who the fuck is this guy still in the middle of the commentary desk? Some random jobber official.
Security. Yeah.
Yeah. But
he'll be on Evolve next week.
Facts. But anyone else out there kind of just getting sick of Brett?
I'm not getting sick of Brett because I understand Brett, the hate man Hart. Like, I get him. It's like Jim Cornette at times where you can listen to Jim Cornette and there's definitely things I agree with Jim on. However, there is a line where he falls too far into old mandom and he has too fond memories of the good old days. And you just kind of lose touch with, that probably wouldn't fly or work this way. So, yeah, I mean, does Brett have some validity because of who he was? Yes. But things change. The world changes. And now
Brett kind of sniffs his own farts a little bit and everything. 100%. Brett very much stuck up his own ass. And that's, I think, what makes it at times a bit more insufferable.
100%. Like, Brett is Brett's biggest fan. So, I almost, when he starts talking, it's like your drunk uncle at the cookout. You know he's going to say some shit and you just laugh at him. Like, he's like almost getting like mad at people at the cookout, and you're just like being Like, you don't. It's just that's Brett. Like, Brett's being Brett. Nothing's good. I rule.
Bret Hart, the first official unk of pro wrestling.
He might be the legit unk of pro wrestling. I mean, I feel like there's a couple other guys that kind of unked it up for a while, but Taker definitely unking it for sure.
I'm sick of all these goddamn people backstage making TikToks and everything. Right?
I feel like Jesse might be the OG though. Jesse Ventura, the OG wrestler unk, like just wanted to take care of all the boys. Hogan did
He's the unk that did LSD and shit though. He's the unk that came back from Vietnam all fucked up and everything. Yeah, just changed. Speaking of change, though, of Ricky having to point out that this is Ricky, as YouTube has just decided to change everyone's names unannounced to any creator out there of just now it becomes the decipher code here.
Yeah, no, it's funny is 74% of the chat. I mean, technically, Sammy gets the win, a bit of a schmoz. As I do think Nick's the little bubble. Yeah. Nick's gonna parlay on Vu out the way. But no, we roll on.
I can't do Spanish and you're expecting me to do, French out here.
I botched it so bad. There's someone that knows French in the chat right now who's like, you're a phony.
Yeah, but see, you're Ontarian. You're from Ontario, so you're not supposed to know the French. I took at minimum 2 years of high school French, but yes, mesdames and messieurs,
right?
Omelette du fromage.
Nick taking a pause for the cause. I got Waller in the New Day. Pierce yelling at referees. The MFT being escorted out. Pierce is a narc. Yeah, very much so. Like, he's not having any fun though. As he's in the thick of it here. Brett can do no wrong. I'm with you, John. Like, to me, he's earned the right to be eccentric. Like, he's earned the right to have, beat to his own drum and feel the way he feels. I don't agree with everything he says. I do see some validity in some of the stuff he says. I mean, Brett was one of the best workers in history. Anybody will tell you that. Between the ropes, that man did amazing things, technically flawless. And again, does that give him the ability to kind of pick apart what he sees now? To an extent, it does. But I think if you take him super serious, you get fed up with him. Like, fuck, sick of this guy. But when you kind of just realize Brett is Brett, he's the old guy, and he's earned it, I just laugh at him. I find him highly entertaining. Him and Tony Atlas were the best part of the Vince McMahon documentary. Again, anytime Brett gets a chance to be on camera, he can't wait to tell you how great he is and how bad everyone else was. But I will listen to Bret Hart talk about Bill Goldberg for hours. I can happily put that on and not even think twice. Bret Hart is Bret Hart. As I do have Jonah Bronson Reed in a bit of a pre-tape here. He wants Roman. Acknowledge your tribal thief. My name is Jason. Hi, Mr. Stormy. What's up, Jason? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Ricky, good to have you back again. YouTube switched up the name thing. I'm not sure why, folks, but be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe. I will let everyone know as we are in a commercial break right now. Lots coming your way. Don't forget, get your merch. Join the WFU. Use those hashtags in the future. Make sure you put them on all your social media posts to connect our family, as here comes Io Sky in an impromptu match. It was supposed to be her and Naomi. Oh, wait. Asuka and Kairi having a little chit chat here with Io. Old friends reuniting, but they don't. Oh, they want to be in her corner? I don't know. I don't trust this. What are you guys thinking about this? Ooh. Io saying no to Asuka and Kairi. Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. But next Saturday, 2:30 p.m., we are doing members only. We owe you guys out there a members only stream. So we decided to have a little bit of fun with it. We're going to do our 2025-2026 fantasy football draft, and we will go live. So you'll get to watch Nick, and you'll get to watch myself in our war rooms trying to figure our lives out and how to build a winning fantasy faction. So that shall be fun. Members only. If you're not a member yet, become a member. We're working on some new member stuff. But as I said, this one will be members only, and we're looking forward to it. We're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to watch the chaos that is Nick and I picking our football teams. So that is next Saturday. That will be the same day we are live for Triple Mania. I believe we're going live at 8:30. I could be wrong. There's a moving target. Anyone out there know the official start time? But we will be here for Triple Mania. Lots of WWE influence on that show Saturday night. So we will be here twice next Saturday. The Saturday after that, we have Forbidden Door. We have Heat Wave. That will be the 24th of August. We are live from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. at least. So make sure you be a friend, tell a friend. Make sure you're here for those streams. Blow them up. We love doing the marathon streams. They're going to be a lot of fun. And we still got more coming your way. We got more shows, more wrestling, your weekly favorites, more original content. It is 9. So they're advertising 8, the pre-show. I believe we are going to go live at 8:30 on Saturday night. But we will be here live for Triple Mania. And again, so much more content coming your way. And we're picking a couple little spots like the previous weekend to kind of get a little bit of our summer in and still give you guys great content. You're going to see people like Anthony. Anthony's out there. Hope he's doing well tonight. British Nick's kicking around. We got some friends and family that we're going to pull in. But lots of fun coming your way. So make sure you're a part of all of it. And we're looking forward to bringing it to you and hitting our goals, our next milestones as we continue to grind towards them. And of course, tomorrow, 7:45 p.m., we bring you NXT. It's going to be a fun one. 8-man tag is on the marquee, plus other things. So make sure you are there for all of that. Where is it? There you go, Naomi. Now, like I said, Naomi has been pulled due to medical reasons. 84% right now going Io. Interesting interaction between Io and the Sky Pirates. I did not expect that. Super sticker. Thank you so much, Emo, for that. Adam, $4.99 in the books. Starting off on a strong note, though. I never made anyone grimace over cover their nose. People always told me my thoughts were the best. Bret Hart, love. Oh, I see what you did there. Yeah, his shit don't stink. Roses. The roses really smell like poo-poo, Bret. And that's the case here. Again, I got nothing but love for Bret. He's a grumpy old bastard. I take him with a grain of salt. Realistic, optimistic. Yeah, no, I mean, again, I think similar to your country, Mr. Quake, there's a wide range of characters, all the above. I think Canadians are awesome. I also think they're awesome. So we do appreciate that. I will say thank you on behalf of all Canadians as I am here. I can't wait to watch Triple Mania this Saturday. Let's go. yeah, we're looking forward to it. This Saturday, packed show. I believe it's available on YouTube for those out there. And again, WWE has been trying to bring this all together. We will be here live for AAA, and we'll see how it goes. Lots going on. Fatal 4-way for the world title, or the Mega World title, whatever they call it. It's going to be good. And again, more content coming your way. We're even doing a House of Glory on a Thursday at the end of the month. So stay tuned. And if you know anybody that likes wrestling, tell them about us. The only people that ain't watching us are the people that haven't seen us. So make sure you get in there. And again, we can brag. We're part of the illustrious group that has we've hit the crown jewel of IWC blockage, and we're pretty pumped about it. So join us in the WFU, and let's get away from it all. Thanks. He paid to say it, so I had to read it. But Nia Jax for Slash Legend. Yes, that should be a good one, Damien. As we are getting the bell, 86% of the chat going, EO, I like it. She is the favorite. Like I said, though, a little nervous. What that interaction between before the matches, Asuka and Kyrie used to be aligned with EO, say, we'll come out and we'll watch her back. And she said, no, we're good. So there you go. Incoming Rhea save sounds possible. Sounds possible. Ghana is like English Canada. I don't even know how that's a possibility, but shout out to Ghana. Cameroon is like French Canada. There you go. Okay. I'll take your word for it, sir. We should listen. We don't want to muck up the chat with all that nonsense. Say things that are algorithm friendly, folks. As right now, Roxy in control of EO. EO down on her knees. Rock's twisting that arm. I love it. Let's go. What are your thoughts on possibility of Dom winning the triple? It's possible. I don't know. I mean, again, but it's possible. The reaction that he got in Mexico was insane. So, yeah, is it possible that they get him in there and he pulls it off? Crazy. I could see it happening. Do I think he's the favorite in the match? Maybe not. But it really could happen. Dom's had a crazy 2025. I'm not doing it. Davey. Oh, wait. Adam's a Davey? What's happening? Everyone's getting outed here today on YouTube. Knock it off. I'm going to put you in the penalty box. Oh, Roxy with the handstand, getting out of the leg scissors. The boys just killing the chat. Love when the wrenches do that for the channel. Love it. So helpful. But EO is in control. Back into the... Oh, I like the pace of this match. As we're getting a headstand. Big pop from the crowd, and EO punches her in the face. Am I interested in the face-to-face between him and MJF? Slightly, Damien. This all came about really fucking abruptly. Slightly. I honestly don't much care at this moment about that particular rivalry. I really do think that there's work to be done to get us interested. I don't know how you feel, Damien, but I'm struggling. Hangman, a slow month for his champion, but at the end of the day, could this be something? Yeah. Could it work? Yeah. But you got to keep Adam strong. You got to keep MJF strong in the opposing way, and they got to make it matter. It's been too messy. Too many other people involved. Coming out of All In, you would have thought that Adam Page was still going to be tied to Moxley. all the way to like Forbidden Door, the way they were booking it. And apparently not the case. Now we're gonna get Darby. I don't know. I hope this one-on-one can mean something and make me give a shit. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Bradley. Thank you. But Io in control. Oh, I like this match. Behave yourselves, you fuckers. Got Io for the win. Absolutely. We got a suicide dive. Down goes Roxanne. Down goes Roxanne and Raquel. Rock and Rocks both down. All gas, no brakes. See, that's how you get it done. Can't watch AAA on Saturday UFC. Oh, there you go. Well, you can peek in on over. Save your money. Watch us. We're free. So we go into a commercial break. The action continues. Who's a better moonsault? Io. E-I-E-I-O.
I'm not a farmer nor a pig, but Marty, I have come back from looking outside the bubble and everything. It seems like only reliable channels are dealing with the whole email exposing, of your usernames as changes and everything. Of that's how you spot a fake YouTuber, is if your hasn't changed because it didn't get updated. But also we need to test of. If we get this up to 200, I think it fixes itself back the other way, but we'll have to see. We'll have to get back there.
All right, folks, go get your friends. Let's get to 200 and see what happens.
Right. We're just doing science out here. That's all we're trying to do right now is we're testing science. We're testing the algorithm, folks, here.
Right.
Yeah, as I'm in commercial break. So Kabuki Warriors halfway wanting to say fuck yo a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, a good match, good pace to this match. Weird interaction between the Sky Pirates and Io, as they offer, assistance. We got your back, and she said no, please stay here. So I'm curious if there's planning of some seeds there, as the Sky Pirates not exactly happy about it.
I'm wearing a lab coat, funny enough. Well, Doc, we got to get this stream past at least the 90 here. We are not getting 88 miles an hour here. But yeah.
Why are you wearing a lab coat?
Don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
Oh, man.
He is the one who knocks. He is the one who comments.
Right? I mean, as long as we're, you keep us in the background, I can't really complain, bro. We appreciate you, but be safe with your Bunsen burners and such.
Yeah, I'm not a pollo loco. But do you think you could do still your whole Kabuki Warriors heel turn, like kind of the peripheral shit you were going to do in this match that you were going to do in the Naomi Io world title match?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can play something up. Or maybe again, if you're trying to slowly, like, if the match with Naomi was going to be a loss and Io was going to start slowly moving away from that, then maybe you just skip the match part and go straight to the who pulls her away part. It's a good question.
Well, I said it before we went live. I think that that match not happening is going to fuck up some storylines because just on timing and when you're going to do certain beats in a story.
Right.
Now that's all kind of fucked.
Right. Black cats and voodoo dolls instead of E-I-E-I-O. I'll accept that.
No, because I have a black cat. And
voodoo dolls?
I don't know about my voodoo dolls.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I got all the bad luck. But yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Davey. I figured as much. Right? Like, I love when you clarified for me. Next, they're going to tell me lab coats are stupid and immature. No, I mean, rock your lab coat, bro. If you feel good, just again, be careful with your science.
Bunsen burners.
Your Bunsen burners. And chloroform, more like boroform.
Oh, punch.
2 Kabukis versus Raquel outside. Not yet.
What is late night at a sake bar?
Right.
Thoughts on Hangman and MJF face off on Wednesday? I don't. Where the fuck are they going with MJF? Is he going after the world title? Is he dealing with Mystico? Is he dealing still with Mark Briscoe? Of too many fires in the, or too many pokers in the fire, I guess is what I was trying to say. There's too much shit going on with MJF. On top of the whole, he got kicked out of the Hurt Syndicate, and you think that he's going to be dealing with something with Bobby. He's involved in 4 storylines because those are the only 4 storylines they can actually fucking do right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm concerned. And again, there's no payoff from the Hurt Syndicate. There was no payoff ever really for the, not much of one anyway, of anything they did before that. Even with the double thing, never really got a good payoff. MJF has been victim to a lot of interesting booking decisions. But ultimately,
the last great thing MJF did was fire me, you fucking Mark.
That's been a long time, and you can't do that. You can't rest on that forever. As EO pops up the crowd, let's go.
Ooh, Meteor in the corner. Does she need to move away from the title?
Bullet Train Attack. I don't want her to move away from the title. I want her to have the title.
Not everyone can have the title, though.
Right? Well, no, not everyone should. She should. Fuck everyone.
So Naomi, nah.
Rhea, nah. EO. Let's go, EO.
But she had it
back to EO.
She did what she did with it.
Right.
I like Ronan doing that EO taunt with the emojis.
That's amazing.
Do you like my grandma says? What the fuck in the shit? MDB, that's not even a good sentence. He needs to go somewhere else. He'll be treated like a star. Oh. You might be seeing stars after that.
Duh.
Toi, cat sing sang. We knew this. I know my French.
That's right.
He just looked at me of like, cool, you drew. I drew a blue duck.
3 cats. Undu and Toi went out on a boat. They got a hole in the boat, and Undu, Toi, cat sank. But
oh,
a French joke, folks. There you go.
There you go. But it literally went over my head there.
So Raquel taking after Roxy.
What?
It's not an inside joke, bro. It's a joke. It's a dead joke. Let's keep it moving.
Oh, Shining Wizard from Roxanne. 1, 2, dose.
Let's go.
Do you think that should have been an actual like forced out kick out instead of like just
maybe. Big Shining Wizard. Oh, so good.
Yeah. What do you buy into the people that have soured a bit on Roxanne because she's not Liv Morgan?
Who soured on her? I think she playing the part perfectly. Anybody souring on this girl don't get what's happening. She a prodigy, bro. I got no issue with Roxanne or anything she's doing. She's taking over.
So Io just hit Stephanie's move there with the shoulder breaker there.
Big time.
Which Steph needs to get rid of that finishing move because it's not a finishing move.
Her finisher,
The
neck breaker,
the shoulder breaker after with the pile driver, the fisherman set up for it.
She'd be better off if she dropped the person straight down. But it's harder
to tiger driver.
Almost, but into your knee, right? Like it's still not as the genius of Sky flies.
Now, if Io's gonna Muso about to be set up of if Io wins here, was this the pivot or was this the outcome? Oh, that was all the way fucking bad on all regards. Of she was supposed to take the feet up from Roxanne and she came short on it and just clattered her in the fucking grill.
Yo, ouch. Yeah, I hope Io's okay. I hope Rox is okay.
Kabuki.
I think I called them Sky Pirates earlier. My bad.
No, you're good. As they're setting up Io. Oh, I don't want your help.
Oh, there you go. Io gets bumped into the Warriors.
See, I feel like though small package you're setting up the tension with Io and the Kabukis.
Yeah.
But I feel like that move was because Io knew she was jumping into nothing and Roxanne was just waiting to catch her on something. And so they both met halfway because they both kind of cut it short because they knew they were jumping into nothing.
They're actually showing the replay. So
why would you do that?
Her feet landed like on her face.
Yeah, like I said, if Io hurt her knee, it's because she hit it on her fucking jaw. Like that, why would you? I wouldn't show that replay at all, or if anything, you show the aftermath of the replay.
Well, I think that they get away with it in this case because she put the foot up. It's she landed funny, but it's because the other person stuck their shit up, right? So
but she landed a day late and $1 short. Like even if Roxanne never put shit up, she wasn't hitting anything there.
Well, we all know that where you're just spinning through the air and you're supposed to land on your feet, but she came down in the wrong spot, and again selling it like, oh well, shit, she put her feet up. We know that she shouldn't kick her in the face. Some fans don't know that, and it works.
Io went short on that. I feel she should have almost overshot it to where her face lands at about the knees and everything, or upper body.
Yeah, but she ended up kicking her like in the face. So I don't
know. That's what I'm saying. I think she short shot it. She tucked it in a little too close because she was expecting the feet up and everything. It's one of those when you both went into nothing. I think Io came up short with that because she shinned her in the goddamn face. She shouldn't have done that. That was never the outcome.
No, the problem becomes that she ends up, instead of landing on her feet come down and she under rotates and ends up face first.
Well, I think she was supposed to take it like the moonsault as we got Jay in LA backstage.
But she was blocking the moonsault, right?
Yes, Roxanne was. So Io should have taken it on her chest and everything because that's where you would have landed if you were actually going for the moonsault. And that's what would make sense if you had the feet up and everything. Io, I think, took it short and cut it way short. That's why she smashed her in the face.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Neither here nor there for me, but they are setting up the main event as well. And Maxine's coming out, getting ready for her big matchup tonight. The biggest match of her career.
Does it also coincide with the shortest match of her career?
It fucking should.
Yeah. Does anyone believe Maxine Dupuis versus Becky Lynch?
Stranger things have happened. As I glitch out.
Fair enough. And people think I'm AI, but no. It was what, Ali? That was the last one that was got the little sneak roll up. I'm probably have the name wrong.
No, Anoof.
I'm aloof on the whole situation. But yeah, to where she got the surprise roll up, and that was her one claim to fame, was that Maxine Dupree tonight.
It could be. She could find a way. Like maybe it's the holy shit. She's been training with Natty, and Natty's turned her into a beast.
Natty help her get the win. Bailey help her get the win.
Bailey's a big factor for sure.
Well, that and also with Lyra, I can't challenge you for the belt, but I can challenge Maxine.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, Lyra's like, give that belt to anybody. So right. I got Byron and Penta. Let's go.
Now, are you surprised he's not on tonight, or are you like a normal human being and realizing you can't fit everyone on all the cards all the time?
I got no problem with him not being on tonight. He's been booked like a shit ton. Yeah, he got a big win last Monday. Yeah, I think sometimes you oversaturate. So, yeah, I have no problem with him not being on the show tonight. I totally stroked out for like 3 seconds there.
No, he remixed a remix. It was back to normal.
Right.
KJ was right. LA Knight heel turn heel.
Oh,
he'll have to work heel in the match. If you're going to get an LA Knight CM Punk match, he has to work the heel in the match. Punk's not going to work the heel in the match.
Yeah, and I don't think we're leading towards LA Punk as far as like that type of rivalry at this moment. Now, could we get there because of, like, does it get pulled into a fatal 4-way or whatever? But I don't think that at this moment, they're both babyface. They're going to fight on the same side. They're not going to get along. And I just feel like if it doesn't go well, the fans are going to turn on LA before they turn on Punk. So,
yeah, well, I think coming out of tonight and everything, probably towards, Paris, we might get a CM Punk LA Knight, and that's where LA Knight would have to work heel. I'm not saying tonight, and tonight might start to see, we kind of already sowed the seeds of discontent between Punk and LA of, oh, well, I didn't come out here for you. You want to fight? We'll get a fight. And they're bickering after the whole segment. So I think we're going to get that match at some point.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely going to get something akin to it, right? They had issues. They went off the air last week, and they were still having fights, and fans bought into it. I told you. Like, we posted it, and someone commented, yeah, see, the real Punk coming out now. They're like, that's perfect. Right. We want you to believe that. But, yeah, Penta just putting the world on notice. Natty is in Maxine's corner for sure. Maxine shocks the world tonight. Let's go.
Where is Otis?
Let's go. Was he not there?
No, Otis has been on sideline. He's been a ham hock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he another one on the chopping block?
Who's
Otis?
Yeah, I mean, what do they really do? Like, I want to see the fake outrage for American Alpha when they get let go. Like, are you kidding me? Like, if Otis and Tozawa were let go, let me see the fake outrage.
Tozawa, I don't think you'd have anything. Otis, put him in NXT with Hank and Tank, or put him in TNA, as we got the Kabuki Warriors arguing ish.
Io's pissed off. Asuka storms off. Kyrie chases. So, yeah, we've broken into a Japanese soap opera in the back here tonight.
Let's fight in love.
How do we feel about the Harley Cameron tease? That's a loaded question, Jefferson. Like Harley Cameron, curious what they're gonna do with it. I know we're talking about maybe Harley being a heel, but I feel like they could have sold 1 million fucking puppets.
Yeah, Harley Cameron should be the person to defeat Mercedes Moné for the TBS title, and you sell millions of puppets worldwide.
Yeah, you were close. As we go back to last week between Becky and Nikki, Becky's got a lot of enemies. I got enemies.
Well, is this Becky trying to back end herself into the vision? Is she trying to make this vision a little bit clearer? Of, well, hey, I'm taking pot shots over here and pot shots over there. Is she trying to backdoor herself somewhere else?
Maybe. Oh,
There's always been the talk of someone else joining Seth's group.
Yeah,
Is Becky the one to do it?
I've kind of thought it would be a cool move, a cool way to go. But here comes Becky with her new entrance as Mama Natty taking care of Maxine tonight.
Mama.
I call what I see, folks. I just call what I see. Damage control, alt deletes.
No,
Matt Hardy joining damage control. Here comes Becky Lynch.
I got on the first time. I didn't get on the second time. Yeah. I came up a day late and $1 short. But yeah, is this Becky going a little bit back towards big time Becks with the whole, I'm sorry, were my posts misleading?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see him anymore.
Right. You're so well done. I mean, again, I don't have the ill feelings that a lot of people have about Becky. I think she's one of the best to do it. I think she's at the top of her game. She cuts a mean fucking promo. She lit up Nikki Bella last week like a fucking Christmas tree. I mean, she's running this division, or at least holding on to it right now, and I don't see that changing.
Is it weird how the goalpost, it didn't move back too far, but at least moved back at least probably 5 yards of, well, she's not at a world title, but she's got the mid card. So that's still close enough, but not as fully offensive, because her as the mid card champion, I think, validates the mid card.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to fucking use it and they're going to book it. I mean, we're getting her versus Maxine Dupree. We've gotten one Julia defense in 3 months.
Right. Becky backs in Maxine and just starts. Well, Maxine with a nice little lock of start this one. Little collar and elbow.
Well, that's what the aliens have always learned of. They just learn of just to do the, nerve punch there.
It's got to be hard with those arms. They're so fucking long. 76%. 24% are going Max. Come on, guys. That's too high, right?
I mean, depends on if the overlords. Don't blame me. I voted for Kodos.
Right.
With this shit. Is Maxine Dupree a main roster wrestler right now? Is she Evolution? Is she NXT? Is she, I can't even say Speed because Speed's not a fucking thing anymore.
It's a tricky question because I don't exactly view her as a wrestler. So that's
even
part.
Worse than what I said.
Yeah, like, is she a main roster talent, valet, whatever, character, personality? For sure. She's fine. She's an
NXT manager, an Evolution manager.
No, she can be a main roster manager. I don't think it's fucking.
She can't be a manager in this group. Natty's the manager in this group. Or is Tozawa the group manager? This is a group full of managers.
Yeah, I don't think Natty's, Natty's player. Becky was telling
you were about to say Natty's player one. She's Mario and Maxine's Luigi.
So Becky just fucking with Maxine. Wow.
Pump kick.
Sold her ass off on that. Yeah, I don't really view her as a wrestler overall. So again, like, this is more of a character move, and we don't expect much out of her. Now, if they make a hard left, but I mean, I got no problem with her being on the main roster in the role that she's in.
Is this setting up Becky Natty when I wanted to set up Becky Bailey?
Maybe. I mean, Bailey's still out there. Like, Bailey has issues. Nikki has issues. Lyra technically has issues, but she's fucked. So that's not going so well for her. But like I said, Becky's collected enemies.
Yeah, and I don't mind. See, that's the thing, is if this was Becky versus Natty, the low-key legend, this is a much better match. This is a match I'm more entertained in.
Yeah.
This is a match I could believe a different outcome happens. This versus Maxine of this is just watching a dog play with a chew toy.
No, but it's using, yes, 100%. That's how it's being billed right now. And that is the stepping stone to get to Natty. So, yeah, I mean.
But Becky doesn't need stepping stones.
Again, with now, like, it starts
the
with
challengers should need stepping stones to get to Becky, not
what
the other way around.
What they're giving is a reason for them to beef. So there's no real inherent issue. So Maxine steps on her toes. Natty got
I have a belt, you don't. That's your beef.
Becky got called out by Natty last week. Natty, instead of getting that match as the better competitor, the heel champ picked her friend, who should be easy pickings, except she just got tossed on her head. So
fair enough.
That's how this works.
Aspect thrown in is fine,
right? Like it's just, again, you're beating up, you're being a bully, and the kid being bullied needs a stronger, tougher friend. Natty's going to be that.
Well, and if it's the way that you described of Becky chose her opponent versus choosing Natty of I won't fight you, but I'll fight you, of I won't fight Nelson, but I'll fight Martin Prince type of
100%.
Shit. I know I can beat you up.
Yeah. As big clothesline as Maxine firing up, throwing some punches. Dale said she was.
And Mission is main roster talent, so is Maxine. That's not even comparable.
Like
Mission is 100%. You
like
that? I'll fight you.
Mission can go to AEW, bro. I got nothing for Mission. She can't connect. She can't cut a promo. Much better wrestler. But that's about it.
I'd rather her in this match than fucking Maxine. I'll tell you that.
Fair enough. I mean, I think that's, we'd like a long list. Maxine's not at the top of anybody's list. This is about Becky picking on Maxine, being a bully, being a heel, building up her persona.
I could see a Mia Yim versus a Julia feud on SmackDown.
It'd be boring as fuck, and nobody would cheer.
Book it right. You can book it right.
Nah, even when they tried to do Mission Chelsea Green, it fell flat. More people wanted Chelsea to retain. Nobody wanted Mission near that belt.
Okay, I'll fight all y'all of you. I say you have to agree with the host on this channel. Okay, peace out. No one said that.
Wait, what? Dan's losing.
Yeah, no, you got me.
Dan must be new here. Dan must be new here.
No one at all. We were literally not agreeing amongst ourselves. How you gonna say?
Nick.
You gotta say you agree with the host of the channels.
Armbar.
The host of the channel.
We don't even agree with each other. As Becky gets the win. We're not even agreeing with each other. Dan loves horror. Apparently doesn't like fighting though.
You sounded like Roseanne. Dan, did you take out the trash? Dan. No, yeah. How are you going to say you got to agree with the host when the hosts don't even agree with themselves?
We don't even agree. That's my favorite part of the whole thing. It should be a short match. I don't know what the fans are struggling with right now. This is a dog shit match. It's supposed to be. The champion picked on somebody that can't fight to be an asshole. She achieved her goal.
Supposed to be a squash. And it's not one of those of squashes in you take on local enhancement.
Oh. You give Max
Seth.
We go from Bex to Seth with the bronze.
The bronzes is? Well, and Braun still got the leg taped up. Why do I want strawberry lemonade or something after looking at Seth here with all of this?
Right. We are on top of the world. He should have said, I am king of the world for all the Titanic references out there.
I believe I can fly. I know you. I was setting me up for a Titanic reference, and I instantly went into Space Jam for some fucking reason.
Nick's brain was like, Space Jam?
Exactly. 100. If you hit him high, hit him high, hit him high, and hit him low, hit him low.
What's left tonight? Oh, the Bronze versus Punk and
the tag team match player. Holla, holla, holla.
The Vision. I don't know. The Vision.
It's better than Absolute Power.
You think so? Yeah, Absolute Power
by far. Well, did they have to fight Marvel for the copyright?
A Vision? Yeah, right.
Well, there's the Vision that One does things with, yeah.
Why is Blossom from Powerpuff Girls? Let's go. Taking your word for it, baby.
Bubble. She is that was Buttercup. She is the toughest fighter. Bubble.
All right, here comes your.
Yes, I know Cartoon Network. That's already going off the air. Which side note, side note.
You're my favorite.
How do you feel? AOL finally cutting off dial-up internet after a tale as old as time.
Man,
where we were born on the internet with AOL dial-up. I don't know if I can speak for Canada, but US for sure.
Yeah, no,
man. It doesn't exist anymore.
It feels like the end, like it's one of those things that, like, holy fuck, like, first and foremost, had no idea it was still kind of like existing in the ethos. But yeah, I mean, you hear about it coming to an end, you're like, fuck, I know I'm getting old now. And I'll never forget, like, the first time plugging it in and listening to that fucking dial up, and me and my buddy just staring at the screen, like, what
get off the phone?
Yeah, right. Like, what the fuck is about to happen? So, yeah, funny shit is. Oh, it's New Day and Waller.
Speaking of unfunny shit, though, the Master P. No.
Wait, did you do Will Smith as Master P?
What up?
What is happening?
Listen, vitamins have taken over.
I'd rather.
What the fuck is going on with Xavier? He went from the biggest hat to the smallest hat, and I love all of it.
Is that, yeah? The crowd is getting loud again for the New Day. Chant and shut the fuck up.
I'm just gonna say we are at the 10 o'clock hour. I have not heard a "We Want Kross" chant.
Not one.
Not a
one. Where's the outrage? Where's the fan? And so this is where you get nervous of, the fan base out there. They rage so much, and someone says, I'll fade away. It's not even here tonight, bro. Where's this fandom? Where is the groundswell? Not one.
And this is when you would strike with the iron hot, because that's the thing, is there is all of the momentum, 500,000 views on a YouTube video, #1 trending worldwide, and all right, and silence.
It's surprising. It's very surprising. I was hoping
I don't like it. Like I would be one of those, but do you think from the get-go, when we noticed that one CM Punk chant that got wobbly with the audio, have they just decided, I say nay, nay?
I don't know.
But there has been no other instance to back that up. So that's that.
Yeah.
Was it one of those, it started and it got stifled?
It could be. It could just really be a case of na. Like, what else can we say? It feels like goodbye.
Well, I'm glad we said goodbye to Waller and the New Day, because that has not been good on all fronts, on all accounts.
Right. I don't know what it is, and it's weird. And one of these things is not like the other, and it just doesn't, like, personality-wise, it doesn't seem like a good fit. We're with Angry Bailey. Blue hair Bailey. Purple?
Let me a blue hair Bailey. It's like a red-chested robin. But yeah, I still am holding out that Bailey versus Becky. And imagine you get these kind of personal, up close, kind of feel, on a different level interviews of it's Becky and Bailey, of talking about how they came up together. They're part of the 4 horsewomen.
Have been there and done that? Like,
no, not with them. I really don't think we really have dug that far into that.
I find it very interesting right now. Bailey's doing a very similar style of documentation, interview as Karrion was. Like, she's talking about being hurt, being overlooked, very similar to what we just watched with Kross on his YouTube channel, where she's very much just kind of calmly pouring her heart out. And we are about to see the changing of a Bailey here.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I hadn't even put that 2 and 2 together, because I will say, and then fully as a content creator and a content enjoyer, I couldn't pull myself away from watching Kross's whole documentary and everything. I literally, if I missed 10 seconds of it, I needed to rewind to hear what was said or anything like that.
This is I don't know the last time I felt proud. Like, is this the evolution? Like the next, like we're gonna go to another level of realism and really tap into what they're feeling. I mean, it's interesting to see.
Is that where we're going, though, with the Unreal being a thing, with the R-Truth release being a thing, with the Seth Rollins injury being a thing? Everyone wants to say kayfabe has died. Are we going to be one of those of, all right, so we're going to really work this in, of do this super inside baseball kayfabe? You believe, like we've talked about pretty much almost since this channel's existed, of work the dirt sheets, of we'll move mountain and earth and everything. We'll sell you that somebody's been released when they show up in 3 months. Don't blame us. Just enjoy the show. Now, granted, that's become a meme unto itself of just enjoy the show. But yeah.
As Lyra's on the screen, I will be right back in a second, sir.
Fair enough. Yes. So Lyra out here looking like, the 18th Doctor. I'm still very curious of if Lyra where she fits fully on the main roster. Would she almost be better suited another run back through the NXT roster? And especially the zip tie things, and kind of threw me sideways. But as I got Io walking backstage, and she's gonna team with Stephanie, I feel like Unreal was fake in a lot of ways. They're still working us. Oh, there was definite parts of that were, we're going to let you see what we allow you to see. There were some parts that, hey, so are we just going through the Goth Mommy catalog? We had Stephanie, now we have Rhea. It's interesting because on one hand, the women's Raw world title scene feels like it's really about like kind of 3 to 4 people, but it's very much starting to spread out into a wider universe. And I wonder, though, what do you do with Rhea if she's not going to be at the title and she can't keep losing? She has lost far too many times already as it is. She is to win if she's not going to be at the title. So what do you do with her? As the little halfway partnership, Drew McIntyre addresses his attack of Cody Rhodes on SmackDown, which again, folks, we're not on commercial break, but I will remind everybody we are here for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. We're here back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow. NXT Dark State taking on the collection of is it Trick Williams, Obafemi, Javon Evans, and Moose. We got the huge 8-man tag match. Dynamite, we're getting closer and closer to Forbidden Door. We've got the face-off, as I've got LA Knight coming out right now, but we got the face-off between MJF and Hangman Adam Page. TNA, me and Anthony will be back at it like a jackrabbit, rolling through live TNA coverage. Friday night SmackDown already. So again, often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. Nobody covers pro wrestling like we do, as much as we do, and even then still. And TNA Emergence too. Christ almighty. There's so many goddamn wrestling shows. We were already talking about into Septembers and everything, planning out wrestling shows. That's how far ahead of the game we're trying to get here with all of this. But yeah, so often imitated, never replicated. And again, become a member today and, reach out and be a friend, tell a friend and all of that. Help us grow. Still open slots and spots for the Wrestling for Life Fantasy Football League. Reach out to myself or KJ, because I made KJ a co-commissioner that he's finding out now. So he has just as almost as many privileges as I do. Yes, so we're the commissioners of the league and everything. Yes, and also to again become a member because you finally get to see inside the draft rooms of KJ and myself. Of if you've watched the Kevin Costner draft day or the Brad Pitt Moneyball, you can watch me and KJ sweat it out over who we need to take. And I'm not going to say a certain player that if is not there when I draft, I'm going to be fighting people because I don't want to be taken. But yeah. Be a friend, tell a friend. As I got CM Punk coming out right now. What do you see? I see clobbering time. The cult of meat with extra cheese. And that's also halfway going back to even fully transitional to the fucking Karrion Kross thing. They pulled all of his music off of any streaming platform. His theme you cannot find anywhere, of even doing call outs for us using him on the thumbnail and everything. I had to use the covers, different versions and everything. Shout out to friends in the channel. But yeah, that's interesting of you pulled all of his themes, but he's still on the merch store. Gotta get those. And if you're gonna have this guy on the merch store and you can make money off him that way, but you don't think you can make money off of having on the roster, that's some kind of shit that just don't exactly make sense to me. That's having a couple pennies and they don't add up. Michael, what up? I meant to say, do you see Rhea Ripley switching to the heel persona to stay relevant in the WWE Women's Championship title hunt? No, just in the fact of there is few baby faces on the Raw side. You would have Io, Rhea, and that's really kind of it, because you would have, as I got Braun and Braun security coming out here, I got the tribal thief and the medium dog in the yard. But yeah, Naomi is a heel. I'm trying to, well, you were just seeing the Kabuki Warriors start to turn heel. Becky's a heel if you wanted to move her in that. So, well, Stephanie's a face, Rhea's a face. So you would almost halfway kind of split the odds. I see where you're going, but I will disagree. Eat your bonbons. Don't take them vitamins like that Hulk Hogan. Grow up and move on, Jose. It's that issue. LeBron should join with the Bronze. Fair enough. I don't know where that's a dead issue. I'll sit there and spark up a whole other, some people say a dead issue of, I'll say LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. Let's start that fight. Nick, again, the cake that Charlotte Flair ruined during her match with Chelsea Green. We was going to use it for when your Bills hit a Super Bowl. Fair question. Are you on the goddamn production team? Were you trying to save it? Put it in the freezer? As we're underway of everybody fighting in the corner right now. So again, folks, let me know who you're taking for this match, whether you're taking the Browns or whether you're taking CM. Yeah. I feel like the Browns, does Roman get involved here? Because again, we know Roman's going to get involved, has a match at Clash in Paris. Speaking of people in Paris, or at least peripherally towards French Canada. I don't know. I was trying to make a transition and failed.
I like it. But yeah, Roman is he's on the poster. And I know a lot of people, he should have been John Cena. Shut up.
Well, I saw some people say he was the poster, and I've seen different posters. So
there's always multiple posters. I don't know why people get mad, and the posters are cool as fuck. I don't care what except
Were
part
you
of brand.
One of those people ever that wanted to collect movie posters or anything? Like,
I
you
have
got any
collector's
stuff?
editions.
Yeah,
I got the placard ones. I had a big like James Dean movie collection, and then like memorabilia, my Clerks collectibles.
Bro, you're not going to beat the Fartsy collection or the claims there of, I may not be artsy, but I went and saw a Van Gogh fucking exhibit for my birthday. I got a James Dean collection and a Clark's collection.
Marilyn Monroe, man.
If you ain't artsy, you're at least artsy, my guy.
I'll take it. But no, I mean, ultimately, yeah, like Breakfast Club, Edward Scissorhands, Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, some real cool shit.
There you go. There you go.
Weed is definitely legal in my country. Yes, clearly.
Facts. Well, no, MDB was answering about Christians saying that they were going to save the cake that Chelsea destroyed or Charlotte destroyed for Chelsea. If we were waiting for the Bills to win a Super Bowl to eat the cake, why even make the cake? I ain't getting 8. Fuck you, MDB.
Let's go.
It's this year, Super Bowl or bust. Super Bowl or bust.
Super Bowl or bust this year?
A bit. I mean, we're in year 5 or 7. On I think it's year 5 on Josh Allen.
Yeah.
So, and we're year 3-ish at least of pretty much coming down to us versus the Chiefs and all of that. We just coming off of MVP, quarterback, Hard Knocks, HBO Max, double knockout to Bronson on the outside. We got Hallmark's movies being made. We got a new stadium. We got everything going in the Bills' direction. If we don't win a Super Bowl at this point, I don't know a better time for us to win.
You got a lot going except that one little thing called
exactly that. Right, we're the Karrion Kross of this situation. We got a lot of good shit going in the right direction, except for that one goddamn thing.
Right. Oh no, I'm not shying away from it, bro. RT all day long. Can't shake it. Between the two deals, the UFC, WWE, which one is the best? I think they're both good. I think
1.5 or 7.5. I don't know. Right. Which one sounds like the bigger number?
From a fan standpoint, I mean, the UFC deal is a nicer deal for us. For the WWE, the spin is, well, we used to get it for this much. Now it's going to be $30 and it got misconstrued. The UFC, I mean, we're going from those very expensive pay-per-views to now Paramount Plus. That feels better for the fan base. But ultimately, they're lucrative as fuck. And it really, yeah.
People, and I will say this, if I can say this, and then if it's all right if I tag for a minute.
Yeah.
Of that. It's people missed a whole big aspect of this, of the fact that it's on ESPN, the most, recognized sports provider out there, and it's going to be on so many goddamn households, and there's going to be pay-per-views that are exclusively airing on ESPN. This is no longer, we've moved all the way from the WWE network to Peacock to where it's still behind a paywall to now we're on major cable broadcasting of airing WWE pay-per-views on the same thing that airs the NFL. So I think that is a fucking upgrade if you ask me.
I would agree. I really would. And people don't take the time to realize that. And they, again, like I said earlier, they think they're the smartest people in the room and they're really not. But right now,
don't finish what you're saying. Sorry.
The ref is distracted. Bronson throwing, and as we're about 50 seconds away from the end of the commercial, Punk down on the apron. LA and Punk working pretty good together right now.
I will say this before I take a pause for the cause, and it's still one of those things that I halfway follow by. If you're the smartest guy in the room, then you're in the wrong room. A little bit of that's the thing of I will never be the smartest guy in the room, and I never should be because I want to learn. But I'll be back at it like a jackrabbit, sir.
Deep thoughts with Nick as he heads out to a pause, and we continue rolling on, folks. Punk down, Bronson standing over him. We're about to come back out of this commercial break. Folks, get in that chat. Let me know how you're feeling. How you feeling about this main event? How do you feel about the show? As we will get your ratings out of 10 at the end of all this. It is internationally. It's all about your national deals, right? So internationally, we're living the dream right now. Netflix has everything all in one place. I can get the library. I can watch any old pay-per-view that I want to watch. I can watch all the current pay-per-views. I can watch NXT. I don't get commercials. It's too bad. Globally, it's not like that, but give it some time. Buffalo sounding like Dallas, but can't beat Kansas City. KC's been the bane of their existence. And, well, we know how Dallas has been. And do Americans get mad when you see a documentary and it's about the Dallas Cowboys and it's called America's Team? How do y'all feel about the Cowboys as America's team? I'm curious as a Canadian. Happy late birthday, Hulk Hogan brothers. There you go. So right now, we are back from the break, and Punk is just getting worked out by Braun. You should do deep thought. Yeah, right? We should just clip all those random thoughts and put them into shorts. We do our best, Mega. We're do our best. Anybody want to do it for us? That'd be awesome. Deep thoughts with a shallow guy. I like that. That's funny. I can see Clash and Paris having 6 to 7 matches. I feel like that's the pocket that they're looking for right now. Again, a bigger show in the sense that you're not in Paris very often. But I think I like 6, 7 is kind of a nice pocket. 4, I don't think even if they're 4 good matches, there's not enough meat on the bone. I laugh. They are not America's team. There you go, William. Thank you for that. I'm curious. My Lions will win it all. I like seeing all the debates here. I like this. It's not a bad idea. Chronic, Anthony, and KJ contribute solo. It worked. It could work. Could work. Anybody? Lions lost a lot of coaches. That is true. Still a good team, though. They should still be a good team. Nice neck breaker. LA on fire right now. Quebec is lit up all night long. It's a joke. America's team. KJ, it's laughable if you don't live in Dallas. Fair enough. Now, again, I remember the heyday of the Cowboys, right? So winning every title they could get their hands on. But LA Knight on fire. Yes, he is. LA to the second rope. Oh, down on Braun on the outside. Trying to get involved. Punk trying to compose himself in his corner. 4 matches on a PLA. You feel like a fancy restaurant that gives you a... Yeah. I hate... You always see those fucking high-end... Like, this is a $3,000 meal, and it's got 7 crumbs on it, and I need to go to fucking McDonald's on the way home. That is terrible. That's kind of what it feels like. And even if it's good, it's just not enough. You feel like you want to, again, you got to hit the drive-thru on the way home. You got to watch, a little bit of GCW or something to fill you up. But we get the clothesline table spot. My only caution here is they do this. They're using it as a commercial spot for every Braun match. I think the move's exceptional, but I don't know that it should be consistently every time we see him. We see this. And I know, I love it too. I don't want to foo-foo it. I don't want them to overdo it. Just out here rhyming for no reason. I swear I'm still hungry. Facts. They better have some damn good bread in that restaurant. Yeah, fuck. Let's go. You better hook me up with something decent. Somebody accused me using definitely a hot comb is important. All the creams, you gotta keep it up. Did you watch Jerry? I did not. Thankfully, I avoided wrestling like the plague this weekend, so had to do it. Came back Sunday night to all the Kross chaos. Bills Mafia. I don't know. I feel bad for the Bills. The Bills feel like the Maple Leafs. I know some people can compare the Leafs to Dallas, though. The Orioles and the Ravens are my favorite teams. I'm from Maryland. Shout out. What's your favorite football and baseball team? Christian. There you go. Bonding in the chat. I like it. Baltimore Ravens are Americans team. Let's go. I love the Ravens. I really did. I still do. I mean, if I had to pick. As we get the piggyback compactor as they both fall, Braun and Braun, onto LA Knight. Punk breaking up the count, and Breaker not happy about it. They don't even give us good bread on the PLEs. I wouldn't mind it if I got some good segments sprinkled in. And I don't love a whole lot of segment stuff on a pay-per-view. I get mad if there's like backstage story, unless it kind of directly impacts a match. I feel like sometimes, we've seen shows do it where they could have probably done it better going, using that on their weekly show. But you're right, sprinkle, it's just like match, a bunch of ads, bunch of entrants, back to fucking, another match. And like I said, even recently, I think it was the Rumble had 4 matches. It's just not enough to like, I'm excited, but it's just not enough. Yeah, I woke up like this. There you go. Cross Chaos sounds like a finisher. Speaking of chaos.
And waking up like this. But yes. How you doing?
Right.
Right. I got LA Knight and trying to reach for the tag. Oh, we got tossed by Braun.
Shocked. Am I confident? I'm optimistic more than confident. As a Toronto sports fan, I'm a little gun shy to be confident. But they look good. So
I want to respectfully say I want to fight MDB because he sent me a thing on Twitter of the Mucho Grassi ass, and the ass part of it was the Yankees and all of that. It was built for you. You can say this, right? Because I'm suck at Spanish, and the Yankees have just been fucking losing left, right, and center.
It was crazy because they were right there.
Again, I have to deal with it on all fronts. I work with you every day and everything. Basically, my husband is out here a Blue Jays fan, and then I have to deal with my neighbor who's a Red Sox fan because I live in fucking New England.
Yeah, and the Red Sox just passed the Yanks. They're only
exactly, and it sucks.
No, yeah, it shall be interesting right down to the final games. Now the Jays got a couple games in hand, or up on the board already. So Boston's got.
You already swept the series with us, so you're already good with us. If it came down to a tiebreaker, the Jays win. The Jays go as the higher seed than the Yankees, even if we win out.
Yeah.
Like if we go even with you.
I mean, you literally have 6 games to make up. You're 6 games back. If you win all 6, you're neck and neck.
Right,
Boston,
but the tiebreaker, you have the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
on it.
I like the tiebreaker, but again, it looks like either one of these teams are going to kind of make a push for the wild card. I do believe
the AL East is way better than a lot of the rest of the AL.
That's been like that for so long, on and off. There's been really good teams that couldn't do shit. Boston, Toronto, and Toronto had good teams that couldn't get through it. Boston's had its time. The Yankees had their time. As Bronson,
you have the most nepo team of all time. You have what? You still have Bo you have Bichette's kid. You still have Vlad's kid. You have all the second generation stars.
Yeah, we definitely did well with those. Again, it's a good team. They made a couple moves at the deadline, but they got a good squad. They hit well, which has always been for the last couple of years a problem. But their pitching has been outstanding this year. In addition to that,
right, tagging a Punk on a Braun big boot. And folks, if you want to hear us continue on this sports analysis, make sure you become a member, and then you can watch us live in the draft rooms. You can see the war rooms of it might be even muted, but you can see KJ pull out his non-existent hair and everything. Or if someone drafts a Bills player before I get them, type of thing.
Yeah, we're.
I know some people are going to aim to take certain people just to piss me off, and I don't like it.
I would never do that. I aim.
Bullshit! You did it last year.
I grabbed the best team possible, and he happened to be part of the best team possible. Drop kick.
Basement slide drop kick. As Punk going up. Macho elbow.
Big pop for it too. Like milking it.
Yeah.
Big elbow.
When you're facing a team like the Bronze, would you want to milk it or just do it?
Sorry, chick magnet Punk taking off the shirt.
Did you get confuffled, confused by the chick magnet? He took his shirt off and you got blazed.
Pepto Rollins in the building.
Nausea, heartburn, CM Punk, upset.
Schmoz. We had a lot of schmozzies tonight.
Yeah, but we didn't have a lot of crossies, and that's why I feel really sad.
Tribal Chief.
Oh, you got to get him at some point.
Ooh, all right, Jay. Roman didn't want to come to Canada.
Yeah.
All right.
I like those still as they're kind of, well, we got the numbers game. I don't give a shit what he comes out with. If they're even sending Bronson, go meet him. Even if Jay's got a chair, go meet him.
Right. Jay Uso down the aisle. Share to the gut.
Now,
share to the back.
Braun versus Jay was for like the IC title. Would you like that a little more? Just asking. Well, like, would you like if there was extra titles involved?
Not necessarily, no. As Jay blocks the punch, throws 3 of his own. Oh, then clap.
4 letters, 1 word. Oh, yeet.
Talking about this man's timing issues. The timing seems just fine.
I have never seen a Polynesian wrestler, respectfully, that has had timing issues. If anyone would like to point one out.
Oh, wait a minute. We got Pierce with the mic.
6-man tag match next week.
Fatal 4-way, France. You're a liar.
But still, where's the Roman?
No Roman. Roman didn't want to come to Canada.
I'm seeing all of this.
We have an opportunity.
On the pay-per-view, so you might be right, because I was still wondering of like, where do you pull Roman in here, especially if Roman didn't show up here.
Facts, Paul. Call it out. You're not wrong, my guy.
This match was so good, we started talking about the Yankees. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Oh, Clash in Paris against Jey Uso.
Oh,
wait, what? Jay versus Seth.
Former world champ versus current world champ.
And
CM Punk. And you can even see him. No. Don't you fucking say it. Don't you fucking say it. The Ultimate Warrior shaking the ropes.
Fatal 4-way. It's interesting. Jay slides into the Roman slot. What Roman be doing?
I don't mind it.
Oh, wait a minute. Double leg. And Noose is just watching.
It's just let him do it.
Oh, Jay gets rid of the chair. Eats a back elbow.
Oh, it's a back elbow. Yeah, but now this is your fatal 4-way. Oh, yeah. LA so I don't.
Oh, LA down. Ah, he shoved him into a spear.
They got to do a 6-man next week. And I don't mind Jay getting thrown into this, because you keep Roman till WrestleMania, because that is your match at WrestleMania. That's a decade-long story of Seth versus Roman.
Yeah. And if that's the goal, we're still, 6 months away?
Yeah, but what else? My question is, what do you do? He's setting up for the long distance spear.
LA down. LA down.
When Braun sets up for that, it's like watching a safety see a wide receiver come across the middle of like I'm just, or a defenseman come across the blue line of I'm just waiting to fucking tee you up.
Oh, here we go.
But
Tsunami. Now, who
you do Roman versus Braun or something?
Are they taking Jay's shoes? Well, Bronson did kind of call out Roman earlier tonight. So maybe
the Shula Fala versus the Ula Fala.
Right? Give my shoes back.
Which Fala remains?
Roman filming Street Fighter. There you go.
Yeah, but he's surprisingly, I guess I've heard he's more in the film than Cody is as Guile. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. But they are dominating. Now, Richard, I said, it feels a little rinse and repeat, reminds us of last week. But I think, and I remember when people would say this about the Bloodline or Judgment Day, you need your big heel faction to kind of rinse and repeat. They repetitively beat the shit out of our favorite wrestlers.
But this is a good moment where they're literally fish hooking Punk as he's fighting out of I will fucking kill you.
Yeah, that's exactly the reaction you're supposed to have, ABJ. God damn it. They got us again. Fuck. Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Oh, setting up the stomp in the corners. This is where you hit Roman's music. Stomp to Punk. In the suede shoes, no less.
Yeah. And the champ stands strong.
The fish hooks, the Punk was fighting out of every moment of it. It felt like, Christ, we've all watched an iteration of like a King Arthur or anything, whether you're watching Jax Teller do it or somebody else, to where somebody's getting set up there, to get taken out. And I'm going to fight with every last gasp I got of I'm just clawing and scratching. And I'm still even though I'm getting held down by guys who could kick my ass, I'm going to fight through it. Yeah. And then still turns around, eats the stomp, and Seth looks and walks off dominant.
Yeah, I think next week we come back and it will feel like it's about to be rinse and repeat, but the baby faces will get a moment. And then we head into the show and, Seth probably retains in Paris.
I expect to see CM Punk yeet on the go home show heading into Paris.
Yeah.
If Roman can yeet, Punk can yeet.
For sure. And I think ultimately, if you're a fan right now who's planning to go to Clash in Paris, you're pretty fucking thrilled that you're about to get 4 huge names in a main event. Like, that's a big match announcement in a lot of ways that, Jay, LA Knight, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, lots of storyline there, lots of history there. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, well, I think it'll tear the fucking house down. And granted, do you think you get a new champion out of that?
No, I don't. I don't think I think Seth's only begun with what they're going to do, and they're going to torment us for quite a while.
It's still the numbers game. Is do you get Roman show up in that match and start to pivot it? No,
maybe you're saving that for he shows up at Clash, and then it bleeds into whatever they're going to do at Survivor Series, perhaps. Or
he's advertised to have a match. Who do you have him face at Clash if it's not in that?
The only one I can think of would be Bronson straight up. So Seth has a match, Bronson has a match, but Braun doesn't have a match. A little bit interesting. We do have a Crown Jewel show coming up before Survivor Series. So they're going to have to fill that up, going to Australia for that. So, I mean, again, there's a lot happening here. But it's very interesting how it played out. Folks, as always, we take a rating out of 10 on every single show. So give us your ratings. Let us know how you felt about the match, the show, what you liked, what you didn't like. As Vance gave it a 7.5. I don't think the Bloodline ended SD like this. Yeah, more than once. And even when Solo took over, people were complaining like, oh, they just keep putting people through tables. Yeah, no, it's happened multiple times. The idea that Roman and his crew, they laid waste to just about everybody they wanted to on multiple occasions. And I mean,
but we even had the interesting, pull back on all of that with even tonight. We had Solo and Co. We had the MFT show up and take out Sammy. So we've had, now when we talk about Survivor Series, you've got the Vision, you've got MFT, you've got theoretically a combination of the OG bloodline plus some extra baby faces. Where are we going here?
I don't know. I mean, is there multiple? I can imagine multiple war games. So do you find a way to mash them up? Like, you know, three guys.
They do multiple war games. They do at least two an event.
Well, yeah. I mean, beyond two men's alone, right? Which I highly doubt. I can't imagine that.
Do you do a traditional Survivor Series match?
That'd be fun. I'm down. I'd be curious. 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Ooh, Kev. Loving it. Them Elvis shoes. Sad. Nobody's stealing them shoes, but they look sharp. You're looking good. Dan, you're stepping.
You got to take everybody 20 minutes to get them off.
Right. 8.5. 8 out of 10. See you tomorrow. Serious question. Why does Jay have to be involved in this? Because he main event Jay. And he had issues. So it all ties together. I'm okay with it. I mean, at the end of the day.
Former world champ guy who just lost to Seth because he was faking an injury and got pivoted and screwed over because of all of that. So I think that all kind of makes sense a little bit if you really take longer than 10 seconds to think about it.
Yeah, and Jay's insertion might have, we'll see how it plays out because it could tie into how they finish this. Maybe doing a triple threat didn't offer enough of the protection that they kind of want for the guys coming out of it. So they go fatal 4-way. So there's multiple.
Is this where you got a Jay turn? Because Jay got a little hesitant and everything on what he wanted to do and use. I know. To me, the Jay heel turns way outside the box.
Yeah, I feel like it's premature, and you can pause on that. This is a 7.5. I give it a 9. Favorite part of the show was Sheamus and Rusev brawling like it's no tomorrow. Adam Pearce furious with Nick Aldis. Worst part, Seth Rollins' outfit. Pepto Rollins, that was awesome. But 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10.
What are you giving this? What are you giving
8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. I'm giving tonight a 7.5. I was gonna give a 7. I like the ending.
I was gonna say 7.5. I want to give it a 7 at best because no cross. That's
all. It could have been. I think.
But that's all, folks.
I figured you'd give it a lower score than that.
Well, I mean, I still got to acknowledge the show itself. I can't completely just fucking tank it because it didn't, because there was no cross chance. But yeah, I'm just very surprised that throughout 2 hours, that's all, folks. There was no cross. No. I didn't see it. Now, was it by design? If I didn't see a sign, I didn't see any bit of wavering. I didn't hear a reference. I didn't hear a nod, a wink, nothing.
Right. It shows a lot of the disconnect between the internet fan base and the actual fans in the building. And people can say whatever the fuck they want, but they are a small pocket of negative crybabies that can't ever get their way.
I mean, I don't know if you get to number 1 trending worldwide.
But where is it? Where is it?
That's the biggest question. Not well, I asked you before we went live of would the Canadian crowd be a damperish versus not an American guy, but clearly they were loud the whole show. They just didn't want to they didn't want to cheer for Kross.
Yeah, I mean, again, it will be very interesting. Maybe on Friday, maybe on next Monday, they'll be louder as they return back to the States. The Quebec crowd tonight was fucking on their feet. They were live, they were loud. But yeah, ultimately, I don't know. But 7.5 out of 10, 7. The bronze one, no, they lost technically 8.5. 5 out of 10. That's not nice. 7.5. Let's go. Good show. Didn't need to happen, Richard. If it's a loss to Jay, it's a main event, guy. Just get over it. You're fine. We want to yeet. Let's go. 7 out of 10. No shoes taken. Yeah, Punk should have got his shoes jacked. Bug him.
The Converse, just Converse. You
Yeah.
go from like 2 pairs of Nikes and Jordans to Converse.
Yeah, he was in ring boots. You should have taken Jay's. Jay was in street shoes. Same shit. I wasn't same shit. And again, it's not a bad night, guys. Like, it's a decent wrestling show. I wasn't exactly blown away. That's why I was giving it a 7. I like the ending, so I give it a little bit of extra love. But I mean, let's be fair. I mean, fuck, if this is a 5.5, you're really setting a high bar for other shows this week of what do they have to do to be a decent show. Because we're gonna see some fucking trash this week. And I want you to hold that same gauge.
That's almost a failing grade, but yeah, this was good but not great. It
was good.
I guess 7.5 of I even knocked a half off because again, no Cross, very surprised by that. And not that he'd show up, but that there was no reference, no signage, no chant, no nothing. But overall, still, if for some of the people that were mentioning in the chat, if you're not going to get hung up on the Karrion Kross situation, this was still a really good Monday Night Raw.
Well, I mean, I can't hold, and the Karrion Kross thing, I mean, that's a fan driven. Like, I can't really fault like the show at any point as far as that, because that's the fans. You got to show up and show out. We'll see what happens the rest of the way, but ultimately, I think that yeah, man. I mean, the internet has a funny way of blowing things up, making them look bigger than they seem. But that is Raw. That is the show. That is everything. That is where we're at. We're getting closer and closer to Paris. Don't forget to go get your Wrestling for Life merch. Don't forget to check us out on all the social medias, all of them. We're there. Go check out our Facebook page. We're trying to grow that. Our Twitch is growing. Go check out all the things. We got more coming your way. We will be here live for our Fantasy Faction members only. And, of course, tomorrow back at it for NXT. Lots going on, including Nick's favorite Dark State taking on all the challengers. And the main event, I think, might be in an 8-man tag tomorrow.
Yeah, Dark State, Deep Fake, Earthquake.
We out in 5.
We out in 5, my guy. But yeah, our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is all authentic. When you're talking about that rest, you put that for life with it.
See you on the flip side. Come back tomorrow. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends.